Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Birkelbach Field, live Georgetown High School. It's Friday night. I'm Wally Harmon alongside Kelly Duvall. Holden Tuma up here in the booth with us. Dave England will join us down on the field with Jory Erickson behind the camera. Our producer, Jerry Ann Harmon's here. And, boys, it's Friday night football. The Eagles and the Victoria East Titans will do battle in a moment. Welcome back to the booth, Kelly. How's it going?
Man, I'm so excited to be here, Wally. We've been talking about this for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it is finally here. My favorite time of year. A lot of people think Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, and that's okay, but this is it for me.
In the background on the camera you see on the field right now, they are introducing parents on Parent Night here at week number 1. That was Luke Livingston just going through. Jihad Abdunur coming through right now. But I tell you what, then we come back. Holden, it's back to another season. He's back in the booth with us, Kelly, running the stats, joining us on air. Holden, how ready are you for some football?
As ready as I think I'm ever going to be. There's always going to be some nerves. Week 1, you don't really know how the team's going to look, if there's going to be any rust from the off season. But I'm excited. I'm pumped up, fired up, and excited for this one for a long time.
Kelly, a lot of differences for this Eagle football team. Let's start at the top of that. 6 new coaches on this coaching staff that Coach Griffin had to go out and hire. Congratulations and best of luck to Coach Beatty and the staff he took to the Salado Eagles. And man, what an opportunity. On the other side of that, our defensive coordinator in Coach Nicky, he is now at Legacy Ranch, the new high school for Liberty Hill High School, starting out of the program from scratch as the athletic coordinator and the head football coach, and he took some staff members over there as well. Coach Griffin does some new has to go out and hire some new coaches. And, man, you talk about it from top to bottom. He had to go hire new coaches from an offensive coordinator he promoted here within, but the passing game coordinator and the quarterback coach, Kevin Yeager, the assistant head coach, running back coach, Brian Herman, the defensive coordinator, the special teams coordinator, all new names on this staff that will lead this Eagle team into action this week.
You'll hear Coach talk about it in the pregame interview that we're going to show in just a few minutes, but 2 of the new assistant coaches have head coaching experience. 2 of them came from head coaching positions to come here, and he talked about the difficulties in hiring 6 coaches, and it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of changes that has. The offense, I think, is going to look pretty similar, but the defense is going to have a new look to it.
Gerald Flores comes up to the offensive coordinator position. Man, getting to talk to him, the excitement and the eagerness. He'd been on the staff for 8 years under Coach Beatty as well, and was super happy for Beatty. He said he and Ricky still communicate quite a bit and talk about things, and he said it's just a new level of excitement for himself, but yet a new level of expectations out of himself as he runs this offense now, and the trust he has by Coach Griffin to go out there and make the calls on the offensive side of the ball. And then a defensive coordinator in Matt Laux that comes in. Laux comes in from Colleen Chaparral as a defensive coordinator. He went there with Alan Hare and started that program just 2 young seasons ago. This is their 3rd full season to be in competition, and in their 3rd season, they move into the district with the Georgetown Eagles, and we'll talk about the new district alignment here in a minute. But he comes in with experience at the state championship level as the defensive coordinator at China Spring. And so an opportunity, Matt Herman coming in as a head coach out of Marble Falls. So some good experience along with the promotion. Logan Lewis, a defensive line coach, promoted up from the middle school ranks here in Georgetown, has been around the program and earned those stripes. And he comes in tonight as one of the new hires as well, promoting up to the varsity and the high school level.
Well, and with Victoria East, whenever you're establishing a new program, having coaches in that program that can help establish a culture of championship mindset is very important, very crucial. And the only way you can get that is to be there to fight for those championships. And I feel quite certain that Victoria East is very much trying to establish a culture of winning.
Victoria East under new head coach John Ford. If you recognize that name, it's because he's been around the coaching I wouldn't say carousel, the coaching opportunities around in the greater Austin area, even over at Cedar Park. And now he is the first-year head coach there at Victoria East. The Titans come out of 5A D1, but Region 4 down in Victoria in District 13. They're in a tough district. If you look at it, Kelly, Smithson Valley Rangers, they went 14-2 last year. The San Antonio Piper Warriors, Bernie Champion, San Antonio Wagner, New Braunfels, the Unicorns, Seguin Matadors. And so they're in that new district this year. First ever meeting between these two teams, and so a lot of unknowns as you go into it as well. But then go to the player side of the ball. Holden, we talk about, the coaching differences, but, man, You graduated 10,000 yards of experience in Noah Boris and Andrew Petro just on the offensive side of the ball. But this quarterback room has grown. 6 quarterbacks in now, fighting for playing time and fighting for the opportunity to lead this Eagle team. And the sophomore, Caleb McDougal, gets the call tonight, the nod in the number 1 position on the starting lineup at quarterback. How big is that for these kids coming in with not a lot of varsity experience?
And that's going to be everything. That's really going to be what we're looking for in this week 1 game. We have so much inexperience at key positions. I wrote down, we came in with this game with 2 question marks we knew about, quarterback and running back, both all-state level players having left, playing at another level now, Noah Boris and Andrew Petter. We think we've established a running back, the transfer Jet Walker out of Lampasas, a superstar level player there, 1,600 yards, 20 touchdowns on the ground. But like you said, 6 quarterbacks in this room all vying for that number 1 QB job. It's going to be everything to see who comes in, who plays well, and if they decide to rotate guys if things start getting a little sloppy.
How big is that for a school, Kelly, like Georgetown? Jet Walker's no stranger. He grew up here through middle school, moved away. The family moved away. They have now relocated back to the Georgetown area. But what kind of timing is that? You graduate a kid like Andrew Petter, that was the go-to running back for 3 years at this high school, one of the most dominant players in the district every year that he touched the ball. But then you get a all-state running back in Jet Walker, and as a junior, 6'1", 205 pounds, runs under a 4.6 40. Already have looks and offers from UTSA, Houston, Texas Tech, schools like that. Man, how much does that take the pressure off of a quarterback, knowing especially then your 2 starting wide receivers run 4.4, 4.5 40s?
Yeah, and Jet last year was, I think he was all-state running back last year, and the good thing is there are 2 other running backs that are right behind him that are going to carry the football. They're going to get some yards because they've got some speed. They've got some shiftiness. So Coach Griffin is very, very much in tune with his running backs. He knows he's going to have some struggles because of so many players getting replaced, but he talks about it in the pregame interview, and he took some time, and here's the conversation that we had. We welcome to the pregame show. Pregame show sponsored by River and Ranch Provisions. Coach Chuck Griffin. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Kelly. Thanks for being here, man.
Coach, we were talking before we got started. There's a lot of new this year. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of new faces on the coaching staff, a lot of new positions on the coaching staff, as well as, a lot of new faces on the field. So it's going to be an exciting year for the Eagles.
So at this point, right before the first game, what's been the biggest surprise for you?
I just think how well everything's kind of gelled together. That was my, biggest concern as a head coach is, half a new staff and getting those guys to work well with each other, and then putting in a new defense, a lot of new players on offense, and just making all that gel. And it seemed to come together pretty good so far.
And a lot of people will recognize the new faces on the field, but off the field, like you said, you got 6 new coaches this year?
Yeah, 6 new coaches, yeah.
How difficult of a process is it to replace coaches like that? Every year you got 1 or 2, but this year you had 6.
Yeah, it's hard. It's that was the majority of my spring semester was taking care of that role, and it's hard, man. Just with the economy and everything, everybody's way more hesitant to move than in past, so that makes it even more difficult. And teachers, we pay them just so much money. It's that's always part of the process too. But it's good, man. We knocked it out of the park. Out of our 60 guys, we hired 2 guys that were head coaches the previous few years, or one of them for a previous decade. We hired 2 guys who've been coordinators in their last role, and then we hired 2 young, up and coming, ready to go getter guys.
So when you bring 6 new coaches in, and you do a good job of maintaining a really positive culture, how difficult is it to get everybody acclimated to that same culture?
They've done a great job of just jumping in and just kind of reading on the fly. And we've got enough, we've got a blueprint that's been laid out for the last 15 years, 16 years, or last 19 years, actually. And, and so we just keep following that, keep doing it. And those guys have done a great job jumping in and getting on board.
To the new players that Eagle fans will see and opponent fans will see this year, You got a stacked quarterback room. You got lots of guys wearing the label of quarterback.
I do.
How has that process gone in selecting who your starter is going to
Well,
be?
it's difficult because you only get to play one. That's the thing we talk about with parents and the kids is, the seventh best offensive lineman is going to play for us during the year. But the second best quarterback might not ever step on the field. And it's just the nature of the position. It's the nature of choosing that position that you might not ever get to play, and you might have to be ready the whole time. It's a challenge for those guys. Competition makes everybody better. So the competing we've had in the in the spring and then through the summer and even in the fall camp has made everybody better. And we're just going to keep improving and keep better at that area.
On the offensive side of the ball last year, lost some really, really good weapons, but you've got some good weapons coming back this year. A couple of new faces on the offense this year that seem to make an impact. And losing a running back like we had last year, you kind of, I guess you wonder what's going to happen this year. And then somebody like Jet Walker moves in, and seems like Jet has made an immediate impact.
He has. He's made an immediate impact. And the thing about our running backs is we also have Elijah Callaghan and Luke Livingston as well. And, Elijah's a 48 quarter guy and Luke's a 10-500 guy. And you throw those guys in the mix with Jet, and, man, you got a pretty good backfield back there. So it's exciting to see what those guys are doing and how they're coming on board.
Most offenses, doesn't matter what level it is, want to establish some form of the run to kind of loosen up that passing game a little bit. Yeah. It sounds like you may be able to do that some with those.
Yeah, I think so. We've got a good offensive line. I have really high expectations for offensive line this year. We got Brandon Hargrove and Sam Lopez back, Jake Mylock is coming back at tight end. So we got those guys back, but we've added Caden Shearer to the offensive line, who is just, man, he's coming along strong and learning the position and is a good player. We got Noah Faltasek and Ryan Castiehad and Ryan Mishkot is another guy you'll see a lot out there. So I feel pretty good. We're going to be big up front, which is we haven't been that way in the last few years. So it's good to have some size up there.
Yeah, when I met those guys the other day, of course, Jake and Sam and some of those other guys were known from past years, but some of the new guys, man, there was a lot of food consumption possibility in that room when I saw those boys.
Yeah,
they're some big old boys. At your wideout position, some talent there too. It's got to be exciting to see all this.
Seth's coming back for a second year as a starter, and man, he's just gotten better and better. He's gotten stronger and he's gotten better. And then you throw Xavier, who played a good bit last year, is going to come on as a starter this year as a junior. And both those guys have got offers, and people see their potential. And so, man, we're excited about that. And we got some guys, Regan Tarosian. He's had two brothers go through, so he's the third one. But Regan Tarosian is doing a great job as our slot receiver, and Braylon Westfall, Max Muniz in that area too. So all those guys have provided some weapons on the perimeter as well.
On the defensive side of the ball, some familiar faces, some new faces over there. Talk about some of the strengths that you've seen up to this point.
I think we got 7 guys that have significant playing time on the defense. So that's great. Those guys have got experience of what it means to be an Eagle football player, what it means to play on Friday night. And the challenge for them is it's a new scheme. They've got to think a little bit more. The scheme to get lined up and get done properly, they got to think a little bit more. But they've done a good job, and I'm excited about those guys. And we got Seth Warren and Chance Kelly at linebacker have been doing a great job. Cole Mitchell, who played for us a lot last year at linebacker. Alex Wilson and Luke Hawley both played a lot at safety. Cooper Wirtz and Jaheim Dow both played a lot for us at corner, and they're back. And then Dylan Tuberville and Andrew Urban played really well for us last year on the defensive line. And then we've added Tennyson Dean and Luke Butch, who also saw significant playing time last year on the defensive line. So, man, we feel pretty good about our defense. They just got to keep learning, keep growing, and learning the new system.
Yeah, with that new system, new defensive coordinator came in, so the system's going to look a little bit different. How well have the players adapted to that?
They've adapted fine. I mean, it's the same basic structure, but a little bit more. They're doing a little bit more reading defensively, so it's a little bit of change for them. But to be honest, I'll take them to the ball a lot quicker. And so we're excited about that. We're excited about what they're doing defensively.
So in fall camp this year, who has really surprised you? Has anybody surprised you by just taking a next step?
I think Caleb McDougal, our quarterback, has just kind of continued to get better. And every day he's been in the lead a little bit as a sophomore. That's hard. And he's been doing really well of just growing into that position and taking what they give you, and being a leader and not from a standpoint, he's not trying to lead the entire team. He's just trying to do his job and do it well, and kind of lead in that way by action. And he's doing a really good job with that. And Braylon Westfall has had a good fall camp. He's kind of growing up. Man, he started growing up during track last year. He just kind of grew up and got better. Has become a good teammate and working really hard.
So this week, first game of the season, everybody's excited. I know the air kind of changes a little bit on game week this week.
Yeah.
Talk about Victoria East and what you're looking for that team. They come out 6-1 in their district last year. Pretty good football team we're going to be facing Friday.
Yeah, they're a good football team. Coach Ford does a good job. He's taken over. He was one of their coordinators last year and is he's coached at Eastview for a while. And so we know John and know who he is and does a good job. And they're coached well. They're going to be big up front and have a pretty good little running game. They've got some athletes on the perimeter. They play both ways with some of those guys, so we're hoping our tempo will kind of pay dividends down late in the game. But they've got guys, they've got some athletes on the perimeter, on the edge, offensively and defensively, that can punish you. So we got to do a good job of this first week. There's so many unknowns, because everybody keeps everything kind of close to the vest in scrimmages. So you got to think they're going to surprise us with some stuff. That special teams is going to be an issue because we don't really have anything special teams wise. So we got to look at it and kind of go into the game a little bit unprepared. And so my rallying cry for the Georgetown Eagles has been, we take care of the Eagles. Like, if we'll take care of us, if we'll do our job, if we'll take care of the football, if we'll run to the ball and tackle, if we'll block who we're supposed to, and we'll catch the football, then we're going to be just fine.
Coach, you've been doing this a while now, and I know you love it. The kids love being around you guys and the coaching staff. Talk about the excitement that comes into the locker room on game week and how you manage that. Just get everybody ready. We're all excited.
Yeah,
we are all excited. But in addition to your excitement, you've got to temper that just to keep these guys focused.
Yeah, we got to just talk to them about not turning the dial up too soon. They can't get too excited. Just kind of control that dial, like a dial in your radio in your car, man. You got to turn it up slowly. You can't turn it up too fast. And it's got to come to work every day. And our big thing we've been talking about is not so much being, driven by goals and what we want to do. We want to be driven by just excellence. Like, be good, like win this rep just one at a time. And then you win the next one, and then you win the next one. And those goals all of a sudden take care of themselves when you live your life like that. When you practice hard, when you go to school, when you go to class, and when you do those things over and over again, and you do all some self-determination, those things fall into your lap. And they don't really fall into your lap. You put in the work, right? So we talk about that this week. Just keep getting better, keep growing in your role, and keep executing one play, one practice, one day at a time.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. We're very excited about this kickoff. Cannot wait. For me, this is the most wonderful time of the year, not Christmas, football season. So we're excited. So looking forward to it. Best of luck this week and through the season, Coach.
All right. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Coach. Folks, that's head coach Chuck Griffin, your Georgetown Eagles head coach. We will return to the pregame show right after this.
Hey, Georgetown, there's a new place to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's on the beautiful square in downtown. It's Goldberger Diner. When you walk into this 50s-style diner, you're greeted with a smile, greeted like your family. Sit at the counter, a table, or a booth and get ready for an old-fashioned dining experience like no other in Georgetown. Enjoy tasty breakfast or come later for a burger, chicken fried steak, or even the Southern classic liver and onions. There's so much to choose from. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown.
Back live here at Birkelbach Field, and we go to the sideline. Doppler Dave. What's it like down there? Game night is back, baby. How you doing, Doppler Dave?
Wally, Kelly, man, it's great to be back here in Birkelbach Field. I tell you what, the crowd has filled in nice for Parents' Night. And yeah, the temperature's great. It's partly cloudy, 90 degrees, winds east-northeast at 9, so really not going to be a factor. It's a perfect evening for football in Central Texas.
All 8 clouds in the sky have stayed away. It's clear right over Birkelbach Field. And, Kelly, we talk about Coach Griffin in the interview there and talking about the quarterback room. These kids fighting for playing time and keep getting ready, but you may never see the field. But then you go 2 years back. Tucker Griffin in the third game gets hurt. Noah Boris was working to be ready and then got shoved violently into the go position and went for 2 years as the quarterback here at Georgetown, an all-district quarterback in his junior season. Just unbelievable numbers, a great career here at Georgetown. The same situation here now. No Tucker Griffin, no Noah Boris. It's Caleb McDougal, Maddox Borden, the backup right now tonight, but 4 other guys fighting for playing time. Talk about that, and Coach, it's interesting, but it's a good problem to have.
Well, and that's where the coaches have to really strike a balance because you know these kids want to be on varsity, but if they're on varsity standing on the sideline on Friday, they lose some valuable snaps. So I would anticipate these guys are going to be rotating through on JV and doing what they can to get some reps to be ready should they be called on. Coach also talked about the defensive side of the ball. He's got 6 or 7 guys that are going to be getting snaps on that defensive line. He likes where the linebackers are. He's got some inexperience in the backfield, but he also has some very good experience in the defensive backfield, and he's excited about that.
You talk about a Jaheim Dowd coming back, a Luke Holly there in the safety position. You got Cooper Werchin starting a quarter there, but then you've got Jihad Abdenur right behind him. A lot of speed on that defensive backfield. Luke Holly, the two-way stud athlete here at Georgetown in his senior year, also plays baseball. Most likely, the funny thing, Luke Holly is going to be that name you're going to talk about a lot. Earned himself a lot of playing time last year as a safety for this offense, or this Georgetown Eagle team, but then goes on to be a key component for the Georgetown Eagle baseball team, and will probably go to the next level playing baseball, not football. But it'll be fun to watch him. As he, I thought last year in baseball, a guy that likes to rip people's heads off on the football field, but lays down some of the best bunts out there on the baseball diamond. And so the battle will be fun to watch with these kids. People getting opportunities in other positions, but a little bit of returners on both sides to give you some comfort on the offensive side and defensive side of the ball. The players moving out of the locker room, and Coach Griffin is going to be coming out. We'll go down to Doppler Dave and have a pregame interview with Coach Chuck Griffin.
Coach, welcome back. It's good to be back on the football field. What was your message to the team tonight?
Man, you've been waiting your whole life for this. Let's go out, let's go have fun, let's go win a football game.
What are your keys to the game?
Man, take care of the football, tackle.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Wally, Kelly, back to you.
Hey, Dave, you can't get much simpler than that, right?
That's right.
Take care of the football and tackle, and everything else will kind of fall into place.
Yeah, and these starters, these 3 games pre-district, they are crucial for this team to get ready for a pretty tough district that's going to be coming.
Holden, we talk about it over and over again. Adversity is going to come on this team. How do they overcome that and keep it from spiraling out of control?
That's whenever the leaders come into play, and there's a lot of senior players on this team, and we've talked about it multiple times at this point. The quarterback room is very large, and it's laden with senior players, guys who, especially Caleb McDougal, can look up to, a sophomore. Maybe early mistakes, the senior guys in that locker room, in that team, can help coach him up. Hey, maybe do this next time, do that, look for this. That is exactly what these teams are going to need with this inexperience.
Beautiful thing about preseason football is adversity is going to happen.
Yep.
Learn how to react to it, learn how to overcome it, capitalize the next opportunity to prepare for what makes sense and is what the big key is, district football. The Eagles are making their way through the locker room. The Victoria East Titans have yet to come out of their locker room, and we'll be ready for that when it occurs. The coaching staff for the Victoria East Titans, head coach is John Ford, the offensive coordinator P.J. Quinters, defensive coordinator Wayne Condra, and they have the assistant coaches of Michael Yates, Jeff Herta, Doug Kent, Tyler Eblin, Logan Luck, Marquise Hernandez, J.J. Jennings, Wes Cole, Ed Jimenez, and Clayton Winsky. A lot of unknowns. The first meeting ever, Kelly, between these two teams, between Victoria East and Georgetown. A lot of that unknown in it in the last 5 seasons. The Victoria East Titans 29-24. Next week, they have a big game. They're at Victoria West. You know they want to get their kinks worked out tonight as well. How does this Georgetown team stop? A lot of speed on the outside, but yet some players that are going to play on both sides of the ball for Victoria East.
We saw last year, Wally, the Eagles struggled early in the season with some tackling issues. Hopefully that's not the issue tonight, because it'll be a long night if they can't tackle these Titans.
The Titans in the red pants with the white jerseys, red numerals, and red helmets, getting set to come out on the far side of Birkelbach Field here in Georgetown, Texas. And the treat we have, we're going to try to do it each and every week. I reached out, the band director, one of the best, Carlos Gonzalez at Victoria East, emailed me back the Tuesday after Memorial Day and said, I'm excited to send you our fight song highlighting our band. The band is here across the way, all the way up from Victoria, and we are going to play their fight song as they get ready to come out of their VE helmet across the way, and we can go ahead and cue up their fight song. We'll play it in the background as we get going. The Victoria East Titans joining us next year. We're going to return that favor to the Titans as we are going to be down in Victoria for opening week, Kelly. We've already made our plans. We're going to have to book us a hotel and stay the night and take our time getting back on Saturday. But this Victoria East Titans, they've got a lot of new things about them with a new coach in John Ford. They are just as excited to come out. The Eagles have got to slow down that offense and what's going to be attacking in their quarterback in, let's see where I lost him at, Carlin Helms at the helm. He's a sophomore, just like Georgetown, bringing out the sophomore quarterback, but a very talented quarterback that can do both things in running and passing the ball for the Titans.
Wally, we've got a lot of watchers on YouTube right now. We appreciate everybody. We got some folks watching from Victoria East. Glad to have you with us. We'll let you know, folks, this is a Georgetown Homer broadcast, but we love putting all of these players out for others to see, and we will be highlighting the Victoria East players as well.
But, Coach, looking at it, Superintendent, the interim superintendent down at Victoria ISD, Randy Meyer, high school principal Justin Gabrish, Spencer Gant, the athletic director, band director, Carlos Gonzalez, the cheer director, Amber Kelly. The Golden Sabres, the dance team, is led by director Misty Calvez. But I really appreciate Carlos Gonzalez, the band director, sending over their fight song to allow us to be a part of that. The Georgetown Eagles down on the south end of the stadium. The boys are back, as the sign says. And Kelly and Dave, and hold it, it is time for football.
Cannot wait for this game to kick off. I'm glad we get a little bit of time to just talk and burn some time, but I cannot wait for kickoff.
Yeah, we really appreciate everything that Curtis and the folks have done here at Georgetown to allow us to hospitality to get in the booth early and get everything set up, and the work that was done in the off season to run wires and stuff for us.
Hey, and we've got our new run-through down there finally.
The inflatable is up and going, the big G logo with the state of Texas. And we'll go back to the fight song for Victoria East High School as they come out of their helmet on the far side.
And here come your Eagles.
Georgetown Eagles tonight in the silver pants. New blue jerseys with the white stripes on the shoulders with the white numerals, silver helmets with the G logo as the Eagles make their way from the south to the north. The boys are back. Kelly, what are your keys to the game?
Keys to the game tonight for the Eagles are going to be run the football, let your sophomore starting quarterback get his feet under him, and then on the defensive side of the ball, like Coach Griffin said, you've got to have sure tackling, contain, and keep this Victoria East offense in check.
Dave, go to you on the sideline. What's your keys to this game for the Eagles to come out victorious?
Wally, Kelly, I agree. It's a lot like what Wally said, run the ball, and let's focus on the details, let the nerves go away. First game of the season, you're at home, big crowd, lots of noise. Just focus tonight and concentrate on the details.
Hold it.
My keys are a little bit similar, but I would say in regards to running the ball, you also have to let McDougal get his feet under him, like Kelly said, by pushing it downfield. Too conservative, he might lose confidence in himself. We don't want the passing game to go completely out of this. And on defense, being able to stay focused and stay coached as to assignments way they should be on the field. We got a new coordinator, a new system. We do not want defensive lapses and big plays led up on this defensive end.
Two names I want you to remember: Luke Livingston, Elijah Callaghan. How will they play when the key is going to be on Jet Walker out of the backfield in the sweeps, in the little running back screens? What do they do with the ball when the defense keys on Jet Walker, and how do they step up? Both of them have amazing speed. They're track stars as well as football players. How do they step up? And I think you have a big game out of both of those guys out of this ball game, as well as the Jet Walker coming in on his first time back at Birkelbach Field. Thanks to Janice Ton, daughter of Coach Birkelbach, who corrected us in our pronunciation of it is not Birkelbach Field. The family always pronounced it Birkelbach, and so we want to honor that, and I appreciate the visit I got to have with Larry and Janice Ton, his daughter and son-in-law, and to write that for us. We love them. They are great supporters of First Responder Broadcasting. The colors are being presented, and we will be ready for tonight's national anthem. Join us, and we'll be back with the Eagle starters.
all the fly fishing, hunting, and outdoors enthusiasts, River and Ranch Provisions is your one-stop shop for the gear you need. There's a large selection of hunting and fly fishing supplies for the beginner, all the way up to the experienced outdoor folks. Cody, Brad, Sam, and Tim have put together a high-end outdoor outfitter with high-quality supplies and services to make everyone feel welcome and important, regardless of your experience level. Come see what there is to offer at 807 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, or check out the website at www.rrpgtx.com.
And we're back here live at Birkelbach Field as the captains head out to midfield. Your Georgetown Eagles will send out number 2, Davin Sedgwick. Number 6 is Chance Kelly. Number 9, Seth Warren. And number 25 is Alex Wilson. Across the way for the Victoria East Titans, looks like he's injured, is number 12, Kason Cole. So he will not be the quarterback tonight. It'll be the sophomore Helms. And then it looks like they've got number 81, Stephen Diebel. Number 45, Noah Shepard. And number 74, Caden Robinson, a senior for the Titans. And so they'll do the coin toss at the middle of the field. The Eagles on the near side, the beautiful blue jerseys. I love the new jerseys, Kelly, with the white stripes. And one thing you see down there, number 7, Xavier Warren, getting stretched out there, the speedy wide receiver. Coming in with a lot of offers out of his sophomore year, his sophomore summer, going into his junior year. And a big year for Xavier Warren. He's been getting better and better. Instead of a highlight receiver last year, he's going to be the starter, and a lot of opportunities for him and Davin Sedgwick in their speed to use that to the advantage for the Eagle offense.
And I think that's the two places where this young quarterback is going to be looking to his veteran receivers with some Friday Night Lights experience. I wonder if X has his glasses on tonight.
Let's see. Yeah, we can't wait till the coaches show when we get him on 1 week to talk to X. So Georgetown looks like they deferred. We'll see what happens here. No microphone coming out of the umpire down on the field, so we'll see what we go with. Georgetown's going to turn their backs to the north end of the field, and we'll get the sign here from the referee. Georgetown has chose to receive, so the Titans deferred. They won the coin toss. Deferred, and so we'll go to the offensive starters with Kelly.
Your offensive starters tonight for your Georgetown Eagles. First off is that left tackle number 78, Sam Lopez. He's a junior. Noah Faltasek is the senior left guard, number 52. Ryan Castilleja is the senior center, number 53. And Brant Hargrove is the senior right guard, wearing number 75. The junior right tackle is number 71, Caden Scherer. The wide receivers are number 2, Davin Sedgwick, and number 7, Xavier Warren. The slot receivers, number 15, Regan Tarosian. Regan's a junior. And sophomore Braylon Westfall, number 16. At running back tonight for the Eagles is number 28, Jet Walker, junior running back, new to Georgetown this year. Number 23, Elijah Callahan is the senior fullback. And Caleb McDougal is the sophomore quarterback.
Back to receive for your Georgetown Eagles on the far side of the field, about the 5-yard line, is Xavier Warren, number 7. On the near side, the senior, number 3, Luke Holly, as he will get ready to return the kickoff with Xavier Warren. Looks to tee it up right now for the Titans will be number 28, Jaden Aguirre.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I look at it, and I want to make sure it's right. He will kick off for the Titans, number 28, the senior. He'll kick south to north. Georgetown have the ball to start, and now you talk about it. Holden, we talk about it. What do you expect? That first play that comes out of this offense for Coach Gerald Flores with a sophomore quarterback, a Jet Walker in the backfield. What's the first play we see this offense run?
I personally would run a play-action pass, a hard fake to Walker. We know the defense is going to be keying on him. Something over the middle, a quick crosser maybe, get a medium gain completion.
And here comes the kickoff from Aguirre from the Titans. It's going to be a little pooch kick, fielded at about the 24-yard line by the up man, number 9, Seth Warren. He's out past the 35 to the far sideline, almost to the 40-yard line. Bobby Boucher on the kick return takes it all the way up to the 39, make it the 40-yard line. So Georgetown will have their first possession of the season, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
And you know that Seth Warren was trying to hit somebody. He is not one to really avoid much contact at all. And Seth he's a great player, great energy. Love watching that kid play.
So on 1st and 10, the Eagles will come out off the sideline. And it looks like they'll be in the shotgun formation. You have 3 receivers left, none right from the left side. Has 1 right. It's Xavier Warren, the lone receiver right. In the backfield, Jet Walker offset to the right of McDougal. Stands about the 35. Now Mylock in motion, offset to the left end, and now there's a flag. And it automatically going to come off as a delay of game.
Well, that's an inauspicious beginning.
It's going to be one of those penalties we could talk to Coach Griffin this week about. How do you let that happen? It's your first play of the year. You're coming out of a huddle. You know you're going to have the ball. Get the play out and get on the field. Now they go right back to the line. 1st and 15 from the 35. McDougal will send Mylock offset to the left side of the line. High snap back. McDougal has to make a catch there and a play. He's going to roll out, and he gets double teamed and hit hard, dropped to the ground, back for a loss of 7, back to the 28-yard line. So now the Eagles find themselves in a long second down. Kelly, 2nd and 22. Not where you want to find yourself. Opening drive with a sophomore quarterback.
Coach Griffin told me you want to keep the mistakes to a minimum, but he knows there's going to be mistakes from these young players on this field, especially that sophomore quarterback with his first varsity start.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Walker to the right of McDougal. Shotgun snap back. Another high snap. Handed off to Walker. He's hitting the backfield. Breaks a tackle. Breaks it out wide. Stiff arm. Breaks another one. 25 up to about the 30-yard line. A great job by Walker to save it. But here's a concern now, Kelly. 2 straight snaps to McDougal high above his head. He's having to make a play, and it's causing all kinds of havoc for the offense, and they're not having a clean start.
I'll put some money that there's going to be some snaps had on the sideline when this drive ends for the Eagles.
So now we go to a 3rd and 21 from the 28-yard line. Back to the 29-yard line now. The Eagles go. So it'll be 3rd and 21. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Empty backfield for McDougal. Shotgun snap back. Quick screen out to Xavier Warren about the 30. Splits a tackle. Out past the 35. Makes a man miss 40. Stiff arm 45, 50. He's off to the races. Near sideline 30, 20, 10. Touchdown! Oh, baby. Xavier Warren takes it to the house.
We saw that speed. You talked about it a little bit earlier. He is a speedy guy, but he's also got a lot of power, too, because he broke a couple of tackles to get out in that open field, and nobody was catching him then.
3rd and 21, and he takes it to the house. Hey, Dave, how loud did that get real quick?
It got loud quick. As soon as he broke free and headed down the right sideline, he was gone. Everybody knew it. This place erupted.
Xavier Warren, and that's what we talked about. You even Holden talked about it first. Maybe a little fake handoff, a quarterback swing it out to Xavier Warren, and he takes it to the house on a big one.
Yeah, you can't. You don't want to say a bailout of a 3rd and long, but that is exactly what Xavier Warren brings to this team. Electric speed. You saw the ability to break tackles, make people miss in the open field. A huge touchdown, and that's Coach Griffin will absolutely take that after a rough start to that drive.
3rd and 21, and a house call for Xavier Warren on his first touch of the season. The junior wideout, I think, making a little statement there that, hey, I'm a starter.
Yeah.
The Eagles going to go for 2 here now off the bat. It's Jet Walker in the backfield alongside number 8. That's Tennyson Dean, the linebacker, back with Jet Walker. And an odd formation here. Walker with 3 linemen in front of him. Sedgwick split out wide right. Snap back to Jet Walker. He's going to keep it to the left into the end zone. 2-point conversion good. Georgetown leads it 8-0 on their first touchdown of the season. 10:56 left here in quarter number 1. First Responder Broadcasting is brought to you by so many great sponsors, and we thank them all, and we'll go through that during the season and during this game to highlight each and every one for bringing you Georgetown Eagle football here on the SHN Sports Network free of charge, and we do it from the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth brought to you by JMTs. Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, Eagle football continues 8-0. Georgetown strikes first. Eagle football returns in a moment.
Every first quarter this season is brought to you by Nathaniel Funk, your Leander, Georgetown, Edward Jones financial advisor at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801, Leander, Texas 78641. Learn how he can help you with your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more.
Here live in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth. And Holden, you made a good point. Talk about that. We go back to a likening of Alabama-Michigan.
Yeah, so in the Alabama-Michigan Rose Bowl last season, the offensive center to quarterback exchange was not there for Alabama all game long, and it's an underrated aspect of the offense. It throws off everyone's timing. You saw a couple bad snaps there early for Georgetown. They need to get that cleaned up if they want their plays to execute at a high level.
Wally, I did want to mention Coach Griffin talked about in the pregame. Special teams is a big question mark, and that's probably why they went for 2 on that.
Mashburn with the kickoff for the Eagles. It'll be fielded about the 13. It's a fumble. Recovered. Cooper Wirtgen. Georgetown football inside the 20. A mistake made there by number 25, Kevin Cupp, the defensive lineman. Looks like it went off of his chest. If it's 25, maybe 26 across the way. Brashawn Brown. It went right off the shoulder pads, came right back, and there was Cooper Wirtgen to scoop it up for the turnover. And so the Georgetown offense not inside the 20. They're going to mark him down at the 21 where he made contact. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and the reason for that is you can't advance a fumble like that. So they mark it where it's first recovered, the forward momentum that he had in that recovery. But we'll take it.
1st and 10 from the near hash mark. Now Elijah Callaghan in the backfield. He'll move over and go out, split wide left, hand it off. Jet Walker up the middle past the 20, and he'll be taken down right about the 15, make it the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, bring up 2nd and 5 inside the red zone.
That is why I love the running game.
Huge offensive line, but there was a big gap. Probably a.
And now we go to 2nd and 5. It's going to be the Graham & Sons Cattle Company red zone this season. We'll highlight them during the game. Great big sponsors of Georgetown Eagle football here on the First Responder Network. Shotgun snap back to McDougal. Hand it to Walker. Comes right side. Breaks a tackle inside the 10. He'll be inside the red zone. They'll mark him down right at the 10-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Georgetown borrow from Morrow first down.
Jet Walker's going to be the bell cow, but like we talked about, you've got 2 other running backs that are going to get a significant number of carries this season.
Coming in off the sideline is Braylon Westfall, the sophomore wide receiver, slot receiver you'll see. And here comes Elijah Callaghan off the field for the Eagles. Georgetown has it 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. An 8-0 lead, 10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the ball game. As they break the huddle near sideline, Xavier Warren split wide right, Sedgwick wide left, Walker directly behind McDougal. Turn around, fake the handoff. There's Tarosian in the left, or Westfall in the left flat. Makes the man miss. Dives for the corner of the end zone. The ball comes out. It's picked up and scooped the other way. No! Touchdown, Georgetown. It was a delayed signal, but way Westfall went out of bounds. The official had to avoid him to not get his legs taken out from under him. It's going to be a Braylon Westfall touchdown. Georgetown leads it 14-0.
They're going to have a little discussion because one of the referees thought it was a fumble over there, but the other overruled him and called it a touchdown.
So Georgetown's got to set back up in the funky formation. I don't know what to call it right now.
Swinging gate.
The swinging gate. It looks like a lot of moving parts on this one. Devon's
called hand the ball to Jet Walker and let him score 2 points for you.
Tennyson Dean in the backfield with Walker as well. Davin Sedgwick, the lone receiver, outright here on the near sideline. And then you have 4 linemen and a man in the backfield on the far sideline. 3 linemen, Jet Walker and Tennyson Dean in the backfield.
First game of the college season, Florida State ran that swinging gate successfully.
Back to Walker, straight forward. He's hitting the backfield, but motors forward, and he's in for the 2-point conversion.
That looks familiar, doesn't it?
Jet Walker left, Jet Walker right, Jet Walker right up the middle, and the Georgetown Eagles lead it 16-0. 9:56 left, first quarter, timeout. Eagle football continues in just a moment.
Hey Georgetown, there's a new place to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's on the beautiful square in downtown. It's Goldberger Diner. When you walk into this 50s style diner, you're greeted with a smile, greeted like your family. Sit at the counter, a table, or a booth and get ready for an old-fashioned dining experience like no.
Back live here at Birkelbach Field, 16-0. Just under 2 minutes gone in the game, Kelly. And the Eagles have scored twice thanks to a turnover on the opening kickoff from the Eagles. Their first kickoff of the season from Mashburn is recovered on a fumble by the Titans. And so now Georgetown will kick it away again. Christopher Mashburn, the kicker, the senior for the Eagles, will approach and boot it away. Another kick to the near sideline. Bounces about the 24. Checks up. The Eagles recover it. Cooper Werchin has it again. It's a live ball. He recovers it in bounds, and Georgetown has it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The referee hasn't signaled anything, but that is Georgetown's football.
Cooper Werchin, he hasn't seen it down on the defensive side, and he has 2 kick fumble recoveries. It's awesome.
He's leading the team in turnovers.
It was recovered inbounds by Cooper Werchin. It'll be 1st and 10 for Georgetown at the 25-yard line on the near side hash mark.
It is the first game for everyone, including the officials.
And so now the Eagles will go to 2 receivers left, 2 right. On the right side, Max Muniz and Xavier Warren. On the left side is Tarosian and Sedgwick. In the backfield, Walker offset to the left of McDougal in the shotgun. Near side hash mark. Snap back to McDougal. He turns, looks right. Warren has a route inside, but he goes to Max Muniz. Touchdown! Georgetown strikes on one play to Max Muniz on a 25-yard pass and catch from McDougal to Muniz. And I tell you what, boys, you love the play calling there, and you love that. What's that? The quick momentum strike. You got the turnover, boom, they take a shot at the end zone. The funny thing is, Xavier Warren was open on the post as well, and he hits Muniz in the corner for the touchdown.
And that just sucks the wind out of this young Titans team. They haven't even run an offensive play yet, and they're down 3 touchdowns.
And now McDougal's going to be the holder for Mashburn on the extra point attempt. The Eagles lead it 22-0. The snap back, McDougal puts it down. The kick is up, and the field goal attempt, extra point attempt, is good. 9:48 left in the first quarter, and Georgetown leads it 23-0 over the Victoria East Titans. Let's take a quick timeout. We're here just 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the Edward Jones Nathaniel Funk first quarter on First Responder Broadcasting. We'll be right back with more Eagle football.
The Jason Chance Tompkins Memorial Broadcast Booth is brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides custom apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMTs to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
Back here at Birkelbach Field, 2 minutes, 12 seconds into it, Kelly, and the Eagles lead at 23-0. And now Christopher Mashburn getting a lot of opportunities to work on his kickoff leg for the season. Here his third kickoff attempt, and the Titans have now moved up their receiving core a little bit now, tightening up to the 25 at the 15-yard line. And Mashburn to approach, and he'll boot it away. Near sideline, high kick. It'll be fielded at the 15-yard line. By number 5, he'll go to the right side and hit and dropped. Cole Mitchell laying the wood to number 5, Braylon Vasquez. But a flag on the field. While they sort out the flag, well, it's going to be a quick one, and then we'll go to our defensive starters. Let's go to the defensive starters to Kelly.
On defense for your Eagles tonight, at defensive end, number 8, Tennyson Dean Jr., number 99, Luke Butch is the senior nose, and at tackle is number 39, Andrew Urban. He's a senior. Number 38, Dylan Tuberville is the senior bandit. The senior Mike linebacker is Chance Kelly, number 6. And number 9, Seth Warren is the senior Will. Number 11, Cole Mitchell is the junior Sam backer. Luke Holly is the senior safety. And Alex Wilson is the other safety as well.
Go to the Victoria East, the first snap back, fake handoff, pressure up the middle, quarterback's hit, intercepted! Chance Kelly, Cole Mitchell gets the interception for the Georgetown Eagles. Chance Kelly was putting pressure on, but an interception there by Cole Mitchell in Georgetown. The defense short-lived. Kelly, finish up that defensive starting.
Yeah, real quickly, I'll finish the defense. 25, Alex Wilson is one safety, and the other safety is Cooper Wershin. He's a senior corner. The other corner is Jaheim Dowd, number 5.
So the Eagle offense will be back on action. One play and an interception by number 11, Cole Mitchell, the junior linebacker. I see 11. It threw me off because last year Cole Mitchell was wearing a different number, I think 15 or 16. Now he's number 11 for the Eagles, and he has the interception. Dave, do we have you back down there?
We do. We get to see the defense for one play.
What's the crowd like? The students down there, you see this action. This team seems to be fired up at a different level.
Oh, they're having a ball. Nobody's obviously left. Everybody's just sea of blue. This is one of the bigger crowds I've seen at a Georgetown football game in a long time, and the student section obviously always shows out. They are ruckus. I think number 11, he threw the ball up into the student section, just having fun with them.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty thrown on Alex Wilson. So Alex Wilson gets his first unsportsmanlike penalty. So it'll back the Georgetown Eagles up to about the 43-yard line. So the first. There we go. It's not on. I was trying to. What did Alex Wilson do? It's on.
I think he's when he threw the football up in the stands.
I think you're right, Dave. I think Cole Mitchell, when he tossed it up the crowd, there came the flag with it. And so his first penalty, unsportsmanlike penalty. So a second one would be an ejection.
Well, with Coach Nicky at Legacy Ranch now, all puppies and teddy bears are safe on the sideline.
So the Eagle offense goes back at it. 9:37 left in the first quarter. McDougal with Callaghan on his left side. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Quick out to Warren at the 40, and he gets knocked out of bounds. Nice tackle there by Braylon Vasquez to knock Xavier Warren out at the 40-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 3, bring up 2nd and 7.
Wally, you're already seeing some of these Titan defenders with their hands on their hips. They have been on the field literally all but one play aside from special teams. And if that keeps up, these guys are going to be gassed by the time halftime gets here.
Callaghan in the backfield directly behind McDougal. Snap back. He'll hand it off to Elijah to the left side. Hit in the backfield and drop. Nice play. Looked like by number 43, I believe. 43 or 40.
15.
Number 15. Khalil Prater, the junior defensive lineman, shot through the gap there and took down Callaghan for a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8 now for the Eagles. The clock nears the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter, and it's hard to believe. If you think about it, boys, just 3 minutes off in the first quarter, and the Eagles have a 23-0 lead thanks to 3 big turnovers. An opportunity here to expand that lead early in the first quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 left. McDougal in the shotgun on the far side, hash mark. Shotgun snap back, fakes to the left, rolls right, looking right. There he's got Xavier Warren open on a crossing route and threads the needle. What a catch. And what a pass there by McDougal. Wow. Threads the needle to Xavier Warren and a diving catch for a Austin Graham and Sons Cattle Company borrow from Morrow first down. We'll get it right. It's the first game jitters. Eagles have it 1st and 10 inside the 30 at the 29. Now trips receivers left, none right. Snap back to McDougal. Handed off to Callaghan right up the middle. And he'll run into a pile about the 26-yard line. Taken down there after a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Georgetown Eagles.
McDougal's been able to get his feet under him. We talked about it a little bit earlier. It's a little nervous jitters with the bad snaps, but Caleb has done a good job since that first drive, which was a touchdown drive, by the way.
Especially behind that offensive line. They're massive.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Callaghan to the left and McDougal on the shotgun. Near side hash mark, snap back to McDougal. Quick screen out. Sedgwick, his first catch. Breaks the tackle, 10, 5, touchdown Georgetown.
Wow.
Davin Sedgwick catches the quick pass from McDougal, breaks the tackle, and takes it to the house for the Georgetown touchdown. 7:55 left first quarter, 29-0. Georgetown leads it over the Titans, and now back to the swinging gate formation. The Eagles go. Jet Walker in there in the backfield with Tennyson Dean. Sedgwick, the lone receiver, right. And now the Eagles will collapse the formation. And Mashburn will set up for the extra point attempt. McDougal will be the holder. The snapper is number 25, Alex Wilson. Chance to make it 30-0 here with 7:55 remaining in the first quarter. Snap is back, the kick is away, and the extra point is good. 7:55 remaining in the first quarter. Georgetown leads it 30-0 over the Titans of Victoria East. Quick timeout. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
Every first quarter this season is brought to you by Nathaniel Funk, your Leander, Georgetown, Edward Jones financial advisor at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801, Leander, Texas 78641. Learn how he can help you with your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more.
Back live here, Birkelbach Field. The Eagles lead it 30-0 over the Titans Holden, some stats for us here after just 4 minutes and 5 seconds into the ballgame.
I mean, we talked about the first game jitters, possibilities of sluggishness offensively, defensively. Caleb McDougall, 6 of 6, 147, 4 touchdowns. You could not script a better start for Georgetown.
I think we'll run the ball quite a bit after this. I'm not sure. Jet Walker, Elijah Callaghan, and Luke Livingston may be tired. Now a line drive kick by Christopher Mashburn is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now a scrum going on the field. Number 7 of Victoria East, Isaiah Taylor. Number 3, Luke Holly.
I don't know how that started, but 7's getting the flag on that one. It's always the second guy.
Yeah, it looked like Luke Holly got pile drived into the ground, so I don't know. It's be interesting to see what this call is.
I hope the ground's okay because Luke's pretty tough.
I tell you what, Holden, you talk about those stats for McDougall. What a better way to get your sophomore quarterback into a flow and going with 6 of 6, 147.
Yeah, and we talk about how you expect some things, some sloppiness from sophomore quarterbacks. A lot of this has been yards after the catch, but that is the best thing for a young receiver. Make plays with the ball in your hands. Make the quarterback know all I have to do is get you the ball, and you're going to make the plays for me. I don't have to play hero ball, which is the perfect mindset you want a younger quarterback to be in.
All of that to say, Kelly, on the scrum, holding on the kicking team.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation for the Titans. 2 receivers right, snap back. They'll hand it off. The running back to the right side, hit by Warren, breaks a tackle, spins out of it, but only gains about 2 more yards up to the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
For Victoria East, this is that sandwich that we talk about, the illustrative sandwich. I won't mention it, but you take one bite at a time out of this sandwich to try to get back into this ball game and build for your team.
Rashawn Brown, the running back, got the 4-yard gain. Now 2nd and 6. Middle of the field, snap back, hand it to Brown again, right up the middle, runs into a wall, and then taken down after a gain of 1. Seth Warren there on the tackle for Georgetown. A gain of 1 makes it 3rd and 5. They're going to spot him forward to almost the 26-yard line, or 21-yard line. So it'll bring up at 3rd and 4 now for the Titans. Under 7:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Carlin Helms, the sophomore quarterback for the Titans, looks to the sideline. Calls out the play for the Titans in a modified huddle. He'll break out, and his running back, Brown, offset to his right side. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Now Brown directly behind Helms in the backfield. Man in motion, number 11, King, goes to the right. Fake the handoff. Helms is going to roll to the right. He's going to be bottled up and dropped right about the 20-yard line. They'll give him the forward momentum before he's thrown back to about the 16. That'll be a loss of 1 and bring up 4th and 5.
What I like to see there is that containment on the edges. Last year we had several times during the season there was so much speed and they were so aggressive to the football they lost containment several times. We saw that containment there where the quarterback wasn't able to bounce out to the right and gain anything. Now it's 4th and medium.
So on 4th and 5 from their own 20-yard line, the Titans in punt formation. Luke Holly stands just on the Georgetown side of the 50, about the 47-yard line to receive this punt. The Titans have back their punter. Let's see what the number is. Dave, do you have a look at that number of the punter?
Number 9, I believe.
That'll be Carlin Helms, the quarterback. He'll get the punt away. Low squibber. Bounces about the 43. It goes out of bounds about the 48-yard line in Titan territory. And with 5:52 left in the first quarter, Georgetown has another great starting field position with a 30-point lead.
The Nathaniel Funk, Edward Jones second quarter is getting his money's worth of exposure.
First quarter. We're not even out of the first quarter.
I'm sorry, first quarter. What was I thinking?
They're going to give the ball to bounce out of the 50-yard line, so Georgetown will take it right at midfield.
David talked about it a little bit earlier, the size of this offensive line. Coach Griffin specifically mentioned how big this offensive line, said Georgetown hasn't had a big offensive line like they have this year in quite some time.
McDougall, 2 receivers right, 1 left. He comes in motion to Rosie and gets the handoff, and he'll be cut down after about a yard loss. Nice play there by number 1, Jaden Soto, the junior linebacker. So to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. A different look there. Holden, we haven't seen that on a wide receiver, kind of that speed sweeper route, and a good read by the Titan defense.
Yeah, and it's good to see that they're still playing. They're still locked in. You get a big lead early sometimes. You can see teams immediately clock out mentally. They're still covering their gaps very well. But something I want to draw your attention to is that the running back they're already going by committee. They're not leading on Jet Walker, maybe as much as we expected.
Luke Livingston, I believe, in the backfield now in this series for the Eagles. He'll get the handoff, cuts back to the right, finds an open hole, up past the 45, a block from Xavier Warren and out of bounds inside the 40. Nice run there by the senior Luke Livingston, and what a good block by Xavier Warren on the outside, Kelly, there to give him a few more yards. Another borrow for Morrow first down.
And really patient, waiting for that block to happen instead of trying to force something, and that's what you really like to see in a running back, somebody that will let their blockers clear some pass for them. If they have to lower his shoulder and go at somebody, okay, we'll do that too. But with his size, he doesn't have Jet Walker size, so he is really good at waiting for those blocks to occur.
2 receivers left. Livingston in the backfield directly behind McDougal. Turn around, hand it to him. He waits, cuts back to the right, gets inside the 40, breaks the tackle, and up to about the 35. And now here comes that offensive line push that'll get Luke Livingston inside the 30, about the 29-yard line. Be about a gain of 6 yards, bring up a short second and 3 for the Eagles.
The Eagles have had 3 separate running backs touch the ball, and as this game goes and as the season goes, it's really nice to be able to keep fresh legs in these football games, especially in that second half and those fourth quarters whenever the other team is starting to get a little ground down a little bit to throw fresh legs at them. Could be a dangerous formula.
Now a different look at the backfield. You have the pistol formation with Livingston to the left of McDougal. Callaghan gets sent out motion left, fake the handoff. McDougal holds it across the middle and just outthrows Jake Mylock. He was wide open, but he had to get rid of it quickly. McDougal took the hit from number 25, Kevin Cupp. And the incompletion brings up a 3rd and 3.
And he got absolutely blasted by Cup back there. Good thing he just popped right back up to his feet. That's one of those hits where you hold your breath until you realize it hurt a little bit, but he'll be fine.
Second time you've seen Caleb McDougal take a shot like that. And so you want to see he's getting introduced to that Friday night light sensation. 2 receivers left in the shotgun. A clap of the hands, and now a look to the sideline for the play call. 2 running back formation as Callaghan and Livingston in the backfield with McDougal. McDougal calls out the sign, now backs up to about the 35-yard line. Livingston behind him, Callaghan to his right, and here comes the delay of game penalty on the Georgetown Eagles. Their second delay of game penalty of the night.
You're up 30-0. They're still teaching moments.
Timeout. Georgetown.
Now they're not going to take the penalty. They're going to take the timeout. With 4:07 left first quarter and a 30-point lead, we have our first timeout of the ball game. Quick timeout. We'll take it with you. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
Hey, Georgetown, there's a new place to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's on the beautiful square in downtown. It's Goldberger Diner. When you walk into this 50s-style diner, you're greeted with a smile, greeted like your family. Sit at the counter, a table, or a booth and get ready for an old-fashioned dining experience like no other in Georgetown. Enjoy tasty breakfast or come later for a burger, chicken fried steak, or even the Southern classic liver and onions. There's so much to choose from. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown.
So Georgetown takes their first time out of the ball game with 4:07 left first quarter with a 30-point lead. And now we've got 2 receivers left. We're on the near side hash mark. McDougal, Livingston offset to his left side. Callaghan to his right. Sedgwick and Warren split wide left. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles from the 29. Now Callaghan in motion. Hand off to Livingston, right side, runs over a defender and then gets taken down right at the 26-yard line. It'll be close to see here. They may measure to see if Georgetown got the first down. Nope, they're going to call it 4th and short. So I think you'll get a big package here and a Jet Walker sighting as he comes running onto the field, putting his helmet on. 4th and 1 for the Eagles at the 26-yard line. About a half yard to go for the first down. Sedgwick and Warren spread out wide left. Mylock to the left end of the line. Walker directly behind McDougal. McDougal looking for the snap. The clap of the hands, turn around. Jet Walker has it right up the middle. Stacked up at the 25-yard line. But that'll be enough for a first down. A good job by the defensive line there, Kelly, to put up a wall. But Jet Walker got a great push from his O-line. Picks up the yard he needs. Another first down. A borrow from Morrow, first down.
Stop and play for some reason.
You mentioned the offensive line, the hole that the offensive line created with a running back as big as Jet Walker. Sometimes he makes the hole himself. You get him ahead of steam on 4th and inches. Very tough to stop at his size.
Now they'll set the chains and start it back over. 1st and 10 for Georgetown at the 25-yard line. A borrow from Morrow, first down. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Warren, the lone receiver, right, near side hash mark. Jet Walker lined up directly behind McDougal. Snap back to McDougal, fake the handoff. He looks left, looks across the middle, has a man open just outside the reach of Max Muniz. And there it was, Holden, talk about that. I was thinking Caleb McDougal, the hit that he took earlier, he was looking for that seam pass there. He got it out a little bit quicker.
Yeah, so on that last sequence out, he had the play action seam ball. The defense blitzed. He had the play wide open the whole time, but he hesitated, took a little bit longer to process the field. Young quarterback, a little inexperienced, and he took that big shot, forced an incompletion. That time got out a little quicker, still a little bit errant, but you're already seeing the maturity and the growth from just a little bit of experience.
2nd and 10, snap back, fake the handoff to Walker. He's looking, just avoids a sack. Nope, he's going to go down. The big man gets him. Number 64 for the Titans, Jacoby Johnson, the junior. Put a pancake on Caleb McDougal. He thought he got away, but he got that jersey, Kelly, and held on to him. It took McDougal down for a big loss, all the way back to the 35, a loss of 10.
Perfectly clean, perfectly legal, but he landed directly on him, and I think he actually ate something the size of Caleb McDougal before the game, because he's about twice McDougal's size, and McDougal just found out.
A big lineman, Jacoby Johnson, there for the Titans on the sack. 3rd and 20 for the Eagles from the 35. Snap back to McDougal. Quick pass out, the wide receiver screen. Westfall has it, makes a man miss, breaks the tackle, shakes a man inside the 25. And a great job there to pick up 11 yards, and that'll bring up 4th and 9. And now a whistle blown here with 1:46. They'll stop the clock. Not sure what happened there. Now they rewind the clock, and it'll bring on the kicker, Christopher Mashburn. He'll tee it up at about the 31-yard line. A 41-yard field goal attempt from the far side hash mark. McDougal to hold.
This is let's see what we got. We're up 30. Let's take a chance.
Cooper Wirchin, or Alex Wilson, set to snap. McDougal to hold, has it down. The kick from Mashburn is up. Is it long enough? It is. It's good. 41-yard field goal, but a penalty flag in from the far sideline. So we'll hold off on the celebration there. We'll see what happened.
I think somebody came across on the defense a little early. I could be wrong.
Illegal formation, offense, 5 in the backfield. Remains 4th down.
Did he have 5 yards in that kick?
I don't know if he did or not. I tell you what, it looked good from 41, but unfortunately, that'll take the points off the board and back the Eagles up. So a 5-yard penalty, illegal formation, 5 men in the backfield. So it's going to be 4th and 15. 4th and 14 from the 29.
And it looks like they're bringing their offense out there. Maybe just go for this?
Looks like they're going to go for it. From the 29-yard line, 4th and 14, the Eagles with 1:09 left here in the first quarter. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Jet Walker in the backfield behind McDougal. Far side hash mark, the clap of the hands. Snap back to McDougal, fakes the handoff, looking long. He's going to hang one up, Xavier Warren, and that could have been pass interference, but it's going to be, oh my goodness. Max Muniz is going to have a touchdown.
What
it
a
came off
heads-up
Xavier Warren. Dave, what did you see?
Yeah, it came off Xavier Warren. It came off, rolled off his back, and 85 picked it up and ran over the end zone.
Touchdown, Max Muniz. That's his 2nd touchdown. And what a heads-up play by the senior slot receiver. A touchdown for Georgetown. They lead it 36-0.
Unfortunately, we don't have replay capability right now, but I just watched the delay on YouTube, and wow, what a play.
So now Mashburn on for the extra point attempt. McDougal to hold. The snap is back. The kick is away. And the extra point is good. 55 seconds left here in the Nathaniel Funk Edward Jones first quarter, and Georgetown leads it 37-0. Quick timeout. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
The
Jason Chance Tonkins Memorial Broadcast Booth is brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides custom apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMTs to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
Back here live at Birkelbach Field, 37-0. Georgetown leads it over the Titans of Victoria East, and what a play there. It's the cheat code, the glitch in the Madden football. What a play there, and a heads-up play by Max Muniz, number 85, as he picks it off of the back of Xavier Warren and takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Georgetown doing a great job, Kelly, of capitalizing on all the turnovers caused and given up by the Titans.
And you like seeing it that they're paying attention. They don't give up on the play, and coaches talk about it all the time. It's become somewhat of a cliche, but play through the whistle.
Kickoff by Mashburn. This side he goes far side, and it's going to be taken about the 8-yard line. Up past the 15, cut back 20 to the sideline, breaks a tackle and knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. It looked like the running back, Rashawn Brown, doing a great job there to bring it out from about the 8-yard line all the way to the 25, and the Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line with 47 seconds left in the first quarter.
One of our regular listeners is in the chat, and he asked, hey, Kelly, can you give us the size of the offensive line? You got number 52, Noah Faltasek. He's 6 foot 210, not huge. Ryan Castilleja, 5'11", 220, getting bigger
than the other three.
Caden Shearer, 6'5", 255. Sam Lopez, 6'4", 260. And I missed one. Who did
Helms rolls left, swings it out in the flat, but overthrows his receiver, number 11, Dalen King. That'll bring up an incompletion. A 2nd and 10 now for the Titans. The other one, Brant Hargrove.
6'3", 285.
Brant Hargrove, Caden Shearer, an offer from Harvard University in the offseason. Brant Hargrove with several offers on the offseason as he looks to have a big senior year, along with Shearer and the junior Sam Lopez, as he continues just to get better and better and bigger for this Georgetown offense. Now a 2nd and 10 for the far side hash mark. Brown moves to the left of the quarterback, Helms, in the shotgun, man in motion. Quarterback keeper right up the middle, breaks a tackle, and then breaks another one out to the outside, hit about the 30 and taken down there. Luke Hawley came up and cut down Helms at the 31-yard line. A flag comes in.
What a good, strong run, boy. He has not quit playing football.
There's a flag off on this side of the field at the snap.
We'll go to the official.
Formation, offense, 5 in the backfield, 5 yards, beat the down.
So illegal formation
2-7
by the Titans. So it'll back them up 5 yards.
Officials are having trouble with the clock down here. They keep trying to get them to stop it when they want them to stop it.
I wonder why they kept blowing the whistle. Then I saw the time keep going, so they reset it to 27 seconds. And the Titans will have it now 2nd and 15 from the 20-yard line.
I don't think anybody wants more time put on the clock.
Then they start it back up, and they'll break the huddle. Far side hash mark, 2nd and 15. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Brown to the right of Helms. Helms has the snap, rolls to the right. He's pressured, and he's going to be hit, but he breaks the tackle, and now he'll be taken down. Andrew Urban on the sack, I believe, number 39. That is Andrew Urban on the sack. He'll throw Helms out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Another big loss, and it brings up a huge 3rd down now as the clock will tick. Oh, they'll stop at 5 seconds left as Helms went out of bounds.
I tell you, Luke Butch was being held big time by number 72, and it didn't get called. And he turned all the way around, and then number 8 came to his aid to pull him off of number 72.
Tennyson Dean giving Butch a helping hand there, but Andrew Urban gets his first sack of the year. And now it's a long 3rd and 24 from the 11-yard line for the Titans. 5 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Helms with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun snap back. Helms has it. He's looking long, but he's pressured. He'll have to scramble up past the 10. Waits to see if he has a blocker. Runs at the 15 and then gets stacked up and drugged backwards As he'll be taken down there, he'll get credit up to the 16-yard line, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end.
You like the toughness, but sometimes you just got to go down and
live to see another play.
See another play.
The end of the first quarter is upon us. Georgetown 37, Victoria East 0. We'll take a timeout. Be back with our second quarter, brought to you by the Aesthetic Dentistry of Georgetown and Mandy Holly. We'll take a timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
Brought to you by Aesthetic Dentistry of Georgetown. The mission and purpose of our team is to help provide quality of life with healthy and beautiful smiles. Determine if a highly trained cosmetic dentist is the best option for your smile. We are located at 3622 Williams Drive, Building 2 in Georgetown, Texas. Visit our webpage at www.aestheticdentistrygt.com or call 512-819-9100.
Back here live, Birkelbach Field, 37-0. We go to quarter number 2. And the Titans have it 4th and 19 from the 16-yard line. And they're going to be in punt formation. The quarterback, Carlin Helms.
This could be a punt or a punt or a punt.
Don't start.
Back is Luke Holly standing at midfield. Helm stands at about his 5. The snap is low. He gets it. He'll get the kick away. A line driver bounces about the 48. Holly will field it at the 45 for the Georgetown Eagles. Up past midfield. He goes to the far side. 45 makes a man miss up to about the 40, and he'll be taken out of bounds there. A nice run from Luke Holly. 52 yards to the right, but about 15 yards forward. And the Eagles have it 1st and 10 inside Titan territory with a 37-point lead.
Dave talked about Victoria East getting away with a hold. Well, we just got away with one there.
Big time. Coach Griffin was about to come unglued.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. 11:46 left in the first half.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That was down on Dave's end, but up here where the play was, one of our defenders basically just wrapped somebody up and took him out of bounds.
Warren, the lone receiver, right. Sedgwick left. McDougal in the shotgun far side. Fakes the handoff. Throw out to the right. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Nice play there by number 15, Khalil Prater, the D lineman. He got his hand up on that one and knocked it out of bounds. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Even though you got a big lead, you still have to execute. We're not even halfway through this game, and you know the coaches they have a lot to coach up at halftime, both teams. But even with Georgetown with a big lead, there's still been some mistakes. There's still been some missed assignments, so there's plenty to teach.
2nd and 10 from the 40. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Callaghan to the left of McDougal in the backfield. On the far side hash mark. Now Warren in motion left side. Offsides on the defense. A free play here for Georgetown. McDougal's going to throw it up. Warren near sideline. Sedgwick. But it's going to be knocked free. Nice play by number 2, Caleb Jefferson, to break that one up. But a free play there now to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 35 on the offsides on the defense. But now a flag on the far side of the field. While we wait for that, Holden, what are some of those first quarter stats we got to look at?
So in that first quarter, Caleb McDougal, first-time sophomore starter, went 8 for 10, 187 yards, and 5 touchdowns, which, I mean, that has to be some kind of record. I know we have a very storied history here, but 5 touchdowns in the first start feels very impressive to me.
It is an offside called on the defense. The Eagles will take the 5-yard penalty and have it 2nd and 5 from the 35 of the Titans. McDougal gets this sign. And now to be 3 receivers left. 1 receiver right. Sedgwick, the lone receiver right. Warren, Tarosian, and Muniz are to the left. In the backfield, Elijah Callaghan behind McDougal. Far side hash mark. McDougal at the 40 will take the snap. Hands it off. Callaghan right up the middle. Cuts back to the left. Gets about 1 yard. And he's taken down there. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Dave, I guess the question now is, how do you keep this crowd engaged at the end of the first quarter? It's 37-0. I don't see them leaving yet, but dadgum, it's going to be fun to watch. How do you keep those people in the seats?
Well, I was going to tell y'all, it looks like it's filled in even more. I mean, everybody wants to be in Texas, that's where you should be on a Friday night, but it looks like it's filled in even more. There's more people here, so get some nachos and some hot chocolate, have some fun.
McDougal, a quick pass out to Xavier Warren. It looks like he's going to be marked down about 1 yard short of a first down, and that'll bring up 4th and 1 at the 31-yard line. A good quick pass there from McDougal to Warren, but he gets stood up and knocked out of bounds there at the 31, Kelly.
Nice little crowd for Victoria East with the distance they had to go, too, so you love to see the support these kids get.
And that throw right there was an absolute teaching moment for both the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. He fired that out route quick, and the cornerback was reading and jumped it. Next time, a pump fake, corner bites, and hit him with a deep ball. I would be shocked if the offensive coordinator does not tell McDougal about that.
Two running backs in the backfield. One is Callaghan, one is Jet Walker. Turn, hand it to Walker, left side. He gets up 30, 25, brings it to the outside. Gets a block by Sedgwick inside the 10. What a block by Davin Sedgwick. And one official goes down, and he got run over, and a late flag comes out.
He tripped over the cameraman. They're going to call a
sideline penalty on Georgetown, I guarantee, for that one. And there's Coach Griffin. And Dave, talk to us.
Yeah, the person on the sideline was a little too close to the edge there, and Coach Griffin let him know about that.
So a big first down for Georgetown inside the 10-yard line, but that's going to back up.
Can I say that would not have happened if it wasn't for that block from number 23? That broke loose that big run.
I'm kind of surprised because they're supposed to stay. I mean, he wasn't even at the red part over there, and the referee went way off the field.
So it is a sideline interference penalty because they already got warned on the first touchdown when Xavier Warren broke that long 3rd and 21 for the first touchdown of the ball game. So it'll be a first down, but then it's going to be brought all the way back to the 25-yard line. So we'll see if it's going to be 1st and 10 or it's going to be 1st and 25.
Uh-oh, Coach Dean's down there.
He's checking on the ref, make sure he's doing all right. He's giggling about it. He's doing okay.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
That took away from a great run by Jet.
Great run. Hey, he gets credit for it because the penalty is going to be separated in 1st and 10 for the 25 from the near sideline. Snap back to McDougal. He'll hand it to Callaghan. Coming to the left side. He'll stiff arm and be tackled right at the 26-yard line. Nice play there by number 2, Caleb Jefferson, the defensive back. He came in and made a tackle on Elijah Callaghan. Rode him down for no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 25 of the Titans.
And this is going to be interesting to see if Georgetown, they've been throwing the ball a lot. Now down here on this end of the field, looks like they're trying to work on that run game a little bit. It's not the point in the game yet where you just get away from your game plan. You're still trying to work on things.
One receiver right, one left. Warren to the right, Sedgwick left. Callaghan left to McDougal in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Callaghan. He's hit. McDougal gets taken down. And it'll be incomplete. He got hit from behind. Number 25 hits McDougal. That's Kevin Cupp. We've said that name multiple times. But McDougal got hit from behind, and luckily that pass did not get intercepted. It was incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Jacoby Johnson, big guy, but I like his athleticism. He is around that football a lot on that defensive side of that, and he's got some skills. It's fun watching him.
Coach talked about the size of their offensive and defensive line, and that's one of them, the Cup and Johnson. 3rd and 10 now for the 25. McDougal in the shotgun, near side. Now he'll roll right, looks right, and he's going to keep it up, and he'll run out of bounds about the 20-yard line. He'll take a shot there as he goes out of bounds by number 1, Jaden Soto. So that'll bring up 4th and 5, and this will probably bring on Mashburn for the field goal attempt.
How do you avoid getting hit from the blind side as a quarterback? Run away from it.
Exactly right.
Exactly what. Roll away from that side of the football.
So 4th and 6 from the 21. They're going to spot this at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt for Christopher Mashburn, the kicker for Georgetown. Number 34, McDougal to hold. Alex Wilson to snap. Snap is back. The hold is down. The field goal attempt is on the way. Off the pole and through. It's good. Christopher Mashburn nails it from 38. It hits the crossbar and goes in. Georgetown leads it 40-0 with 9:17 left in the first half. Quick timeout. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Georgetown Eagle football, because just like the Eagles, the fight at Oak Ridge never dies. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Back live here at Birkelbach Field, 40-0, second quarter, 9:17 remaining in the first half. Holden, what do you got for us?
This is probably the most telling stat so far of the night. Georgetown has run 28 plays, 239 yards. Victoria East has run 1 total yard so far in this game. 1.
That's
pretty lopsided.
Georgetown's is better, right?
So Mashburn to kick for the Eagles here after knocking through the 38-yard field goal. 40-0. Georgetown leads it with 9:17 remaining in the first half. Back here in the JMT's JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, Mashburn, a little pooch kick. It'll be fielded about the 21-yard line, far side of the field, coming back near side, break a tackle to 25, and falls forward to about the 27 or 28-yard line, wherever they spot him. And the Titans will take over there, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line, it looks like. And Kelly, the defense hasn't had a lot of reps, but you like what you've seen so far. A couple of sacks, an interception, and a good job, good tackling. Nothing major sticking out right now defensively, but not a lot of plays to look at.
And that's what you're looking for, assignments, basics. A lot of the offenses are very complex, but this is still a very basic game. Protect the football, take care of your assignments, tackle. And defense has done a good job to this point.
Far side hash mark. Helms in the shotgun. Receiver left, one right. Hands it off to Brown. Right side. Up past the 30. Hits a man. Breaks free. And then stacked up. He breaks out of it, but the whistle had already blown there.
Oh, it's a good thing.
He'll be down at the 33-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 4 and bring up 2nd and 6. That quick whistle there, he got bottled up, but you love to see that. They love here the helmets to the ball.
Yeah.
And the defense flew up there after he broke that first tackle and then stacked him up, get the whistle before Brown broke free. And they'll bring up 2nd and 6 now for the Titans.
Wally, I will say one thing. Victoria East is down by 40, but these kids are still playing hard and competing, and I love to see that.
Snap back to Helms, handed off to Brown, left side. He breaks the tackle. He gets forward to the 40-yard line, and that was Seth Warren. He's upset with himself. An opportunity to drop Brown for a loss or right at the line of scrimmage. He squirts free, picks up the first down for the Titans up to the 40-yard line. Not many times you'll see that.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Not many times you see Seth break that, but this strong kid running the football right there, and he just fought his way out of that tackle.
A nice hard run there from Brayshawn Brown, the junior running back. He'll line back up in the backfield behind Helms. One receiver right, 2 left. Now 2 tight ends to the right side of the formation. Shotgun snap back to Helms, hand it to Brown. Breaks to his left. He kicks it outside, up past 45 to the 50, into Georgetown territory, down to the 48 of Georgetown. A big run there of 12 yards for the Titans and another first down. A big run there. Brown getting his legs now.
When you're able to take care of those basics like we were talking about, that offensive line started moving people off the football, and they had some open running room there, and that's what I was talking a little bit about earlier. The Titans have not quit, and that was a prime example. Good run, great blocking up front to give them a hole in a lane to run through.
So it's 1st and 10 into Georgetown territory. The Titans have the ball for the first time. Snap back to Helms. He'll turn, hand it to Brown, right up the middle, and he's hit and ridden down there. I think that was Turbeville on the tackle. He hit Brown and rode him down just a 1-yard gain there. Nice tackle by Dylan Turbeville. And that'll bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Titans.
I think we're going to hear Turbeville's name a lot this season. He's a good player, good athlete, got a good head on his shoulders, and a really fun kid to talk to.
I was wrong. That was Jesse Espinoza on the tackle. Nice play, number 36 for the Eagles.
Turbeville's still a nice kid.
I tell you what, you got 36, 38, 39, 37 in there. That defensive line, a lot of speed and a lot of talent. Helms fakes the handoff. He's going to go right, has a receiver, but it's underthrown there. Luke Hawley on the coverage of Braylon Vasquez. The ball underthrown. The incompletion brings up 3rd and 9.
if the offensive line could have held that pocket for a half second longer, he could have gotten both feet under him and maybe made a more accurate pass. But he started getting pressured, and that poor kid's been running for his life most of the night.
And on that one, you often see underthrown deep balls called for pass interference, especially when that cornerback is facing away from the ball. That one, no call because the pass was too far away, deemed uncatchable, therefore no penalty necessary.
I almost thought that flag might be coming out, Holden,
I
when you
did
were
as
talking
well.
about that, but no call there against Luke Hawley. 3rd and 9 from the 47, and now it's going to be a timeout, I believe, called by head coach John Ford of Victoria East. 6:35 left here in the first half, 40-0. Georgetown leads it. Quick timeout. SHN Sports and First Responder Broadcasting brings you all things Georgetown Eagle football, thanks to our many sponsors. Quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Kickoffs this season are sponsored by Syntex Shirt and Embroidery. At Syntex Shirt and Embroidery, we offer a variety of unique custom clothing and gifts, as well as personalized embroidery for gifts, schools, fundraisers, businesses, and more. Stop in today to browse what we have to offer and to ask about our custom apparel options. Whether you need 1 shirt or 100, there are no minimum order amounts on any custom pieces. Ask about our military discounts as well. Stop by our shop at 1911 North Austin Avenue, Suite 103, and check out our in-stock spirit apparel, or check out our website at www.syntexshirt.com.
The official outfitter of your Georgetown Eagles broadcast team with First Responder Broadcasting.
Back here live, Birkelbach field, 3rd and 9 for the Titans. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Helms, shotgun, the pressure's on. A little screen to the running back, Brown, and he's taken down for a loss of 1. I think that was Luke Butch that read that out.
Yep.
Big 99, Luke Butch throws down Brown for a loss of 1. That brings up 4th and 10 for the Titans.
Well, and Victoria East was trying to set up that screen like that, so some of the blockers got through, but they recognized that they allowed that outside pressure to keep going after the quarterback, and they maintained their assignments. That's why Luke was right there to be able to make the play and shut it down for no gain.
So at 4th and 10 from the 48 of Georgetown, it looks like the Titans are going to punt it away and try to pin Georgetown deep. Luke Hawley stands about his own 17, 16-yard line to receive the punt. 5:50 left on the clock as it continues to run. Snap back to Helms. He'll get the punt away. Shank off the right side of his foot and out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So Georgetown will actually have really good field position to start this possession. 5:40 left in the first half and a 40-point lead. Kelly, you stay in that. You were talking about that the last drive. Stay into your playbook for the first half. You get the score as 40-0. You get that there's that substantial difference, but you've got to get things working.
Yes.
This is the time of the year to work on everything before you get to district.
And that's the conversation that both these teams will have in that locker room. When you come out for the third quarter, it's nothing. You got to play your game. You got to hammer those fundamentals, and I know both coaching staffs are going to emphasize that at the half because you got a lot of inexperienced players on the field.
Snap back to McDougal, hands it off to Walker, right side, breaks a tackle up past the 40, 45, all the way up past midfield, and they'll mark Jet Walker down right at the midfield stripe. That's a nice gain. All the way up to the 50 and quickly back at it. The Eagles will go. They'll set the chains. 1st and 10 at the 50. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Handed off. Jet Walker to the right side. Breaks a tackle, but then is taken down after a gain of 2. Nice job by the defense there for the Titans to hold on and bring down Jet Walker after only a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
When I got to meet Jet the first time, I was impressed by his size, big kid. So you're thinking, man, this guy is just going to maul people, but he has speed too. Quickness to get through those openings very quickly, and we've seen that on several plays tonight.
2nd and 8, far side hash mark for the 48 of the Titans. Handed off Walker, sweep right, breaks a tackle, and he's wide open. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. There's the speed. Touchdown, Georgetown. 48-yard touchdown run by Jet Walker, and Georgetown leads it 46-0. Kelly Domstrus comes through. What a call there. There was the speed. He used the size to get through that hole, broke the speed, and no one was catching him, and a 48-yard touchdown for the Eagles.
I'm going to have to shake Jet's hand for making me actually look like I know what I'm talking about when the reality is I do not, but you saw the speed right there and a patient run. Waited for the blocks, saw the hole, took it to the house.
Extra point attempt by Mashburn. The snap is back. The kick is away. And the extra point is good. 4:50 left here in the first half. Georgetown leads it 47-0 over the Titans of Victoria East. Quick timeout. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
Our first down sponsor this season is Borrow from Morrow. Borrow from Morrow. Our team is dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. We do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including our handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from experienced loan officers. Our loan officers understand the local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS 464148.
Back here live, Birkelbach Field. We'll go over to the screen. Jet Walker.
It's impressive. Like I said, whenever we saw him, you think he's going to be a good back, but it's fun seeing that play out on the field on Friday nights.
Holden, what are those numbers?
Jet Walker's first game at Georgetown, 7 carries, 102, and a touchdown, averaging 14.6 a carry, and the first century mark of hopefully many to come for Jet Walker's career here at Georgetown.
A deep kickoff down to the 4-yard line, fielded by the Titans on the far side, up to the 15, but he can't make a man miss and take it down immediately. There is the Titans kick returner. Let's see who it is, number 2. That is Caleb Jefferson, and a great coverage by the kick team for Georgetown. You know, Kelly, you were talking about it, the special teams, they didn't know what they got. Not a lot of work getting done on it. And what a job there on kick coverage by the Eagles.
And that's part of the issue whenever you lose, because some of the players that we lost that were starters on offense and defense were also very much implemented on the special teams. So they lost that there too. And in trying to get these new guys acclimated to their roles, haven't gotten to spend the amount of time you might want to on special teams, but so far so good.
One receiver right, one left, man in motion right. Turn around, Brown gets the handoff, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped. Luke Butch got a hand on him on the jersey, and that held him up. Tennyson Dean finishes it off, and it's a no gain right back to the 15-yard line, 2nd and 10. Dave, what do you got for us down there?
Yeah, Luke, you're right. Luke got a hold of his jersey and had him for a little bit of barely a gain. But going back to that previous play, Luke Werchan was in on that, keeping the containment there and keeping that return going anywhere.
Cooper Werchan doing a good job. Turn around, Brown gets the handoff from Helms right up the middle, past the 20, up to about the 21-yard line. No, Brown. That's a new running back, Jeremy Barnes, the junior running back, running hard there. And now he'll come out for Brown. Nice run there by the junior. A gain of about 6, and they'll bring up 3rd and 4 now for the Titans.
Quality depth, being able to go 2, sometimes 3 deep at positions really becomes important as the season goes on. And Victoria East may not have the depth that they would hope to have, but I am impressed with the fight that's in these kids.
So the Titans have it, 3rd and 4 from their own 21-yard line. Helms in the shotgun formation. A man in motion, hands it off, fakes the handoff to Brown. Being pressured by Warren. He's going to roll to the left, and he's going to be hit and taken down there on the far side. It'll be for a loss back behind the 20-yard line. Great pursuit by the Eagle defense. Seth Warren chasing Helms down. Tennyson Dean out there along with Turbeville. That'll bring a 4th down at the 19-yard line. A 4th and 6 now for the Titans. And they'll go and punt it again. Georgetown will get the ball with just over 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Wally, I was watching Werchan just then. That play was staying around the line of scrimmage, but Werchan was stuck to the receiver like glue at midfield, which is a good thing because sometimes teams will build off of plays like that to try something downfield, and it's not there because Werchan's taking care of his assignments.
Holly stands just on the Georgetown side of the 50-yard line. The kick is away. It's going to land about the 45 and go out of bounds on the Titans side of the 50 at the 45-yard line. And with 2:24 left here in the first half, Georgetown will get the ball back, leading by 47. But we talked about it before. You didn't know who was going to be starting. We get the 2-deep roster from Coach Griffin yesterday, and look at it. And Cooper Werchen is the starting quarterback in front of Jihad Abdunur, opposite of Jaheim Dowd. And Werchen doing a great job. You start to see why certain players have been inserted there in that starting position, and Cooper Werchen doing a great job.
And that's so much of the formula because these coaches are watching these kids every day, and we suspect who's going to be here and there, but they see it every day.
Snap back to McDougal, fakes the handoff. He's looking across the middle. The pass is broken up. Number 19 for Georgetown had his hands on it, but it got knocked free. Caleb Reyna.
We're seeing a little bit of it right now. Some other players coming into play that we didn't necessarily think might play tonight. I think we'll see more of that in the second half.
Caleb Reyna comes wide left now. 45, Noah Shepard with the breakup on that pass play. Good defense there for the Titans. 2nd and 10 for Georgetown at the Titan 45. Snap back to McDougal. He'll hand it off. Luke Livingston comes left. He's going to be bottled up for a loss and driven back. The whistle blows there. What's the name? Oh, it's Cup again for the Titans. That I tell you what, Kevin Cup is doing a great job. One of the big defensive linemen.
Those two guys standing side by side looks like somebody built some structures on this field. They're big kids and athletic, and I love watching that combination.
Luke Livingston driven back for a 1-yard loss. It's 3rd and 11 now for the Eagles. Inside 2 minutes remaining here in the half. McDougal has a receiver right, one left. Livingston off to his left in the backfield. Mylock to the right end of the line. Snap back to McDougal. Fake the handoff. He's looking left on a double move by Sedgwick. Sedgwick is going to be unable to get to that one. It was thrown a little bit too far inside. Good coverage by number 2, Caleb Jefferson. And the incompletion will bring up a 4th and 11 at the 46 of the Titans. And that's going to be the first time that the Eagles are going to bring out the punt team. So,
for
go ahead,
Victoria.
Dave, go again. Sorry.
It feels like number 2 there kind of held him to the outside of the field and didn't allow him to cut back in, which I think is what's taught. You use the sideline as a defender, right?
Exactly. Great job there, and Sedgwick unable to make his move back inside, and so it kept him away from the ball. The ball goes incomplete, and Georgetown gets ready to punt for the first time. Braylon Westfall getting ready to punt. The snap is back. He'll put it away, and he gets a spiral kick, bounces about the 21-yard line, and the Eagles will down it at the 20-yard line with 1:23 remaining here in the first half. And so now it's going to be the Titans' ball with the last inside 2 minutes. An opportunity here. They'll have to go 80 yards to put something on the board, a touchdown on the board. But the Georgetown offense stalls out for the first time of the night on the punt by Braylon Westfall.
And 80 yards running the ball is going to be tough. So far in this game, Victoria East has -1 passing yards on 1 completion. So it's going to be a challenge for them to get the ball down the field, especially through the air.
So Helms in the shotgun from the 20-yard line. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Helms hands it off to Brown. Brown up the middle, breaks some tackles, up past the 35, breaking more tackles, up to the 40. A 21-yard run by Brayshawn Brown. And the Eagles trying to stop the big man out of the backfield. And we talk about holding 80 yards going to be hard running, and they knock out 21 on the first carry.
Yeah, that's not exactly what I was kind of looking forward to from this defense. You got to stay disciplined even if you expect a pass. They have been successful with running the ball, especially with number 26. He's got 7 carries, 51 yards. He's easily been their most effective player tonight.
Back in the shotgun, near side hash mark. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Brown to the right of Helms. And there's a false start on number 2, Caleb Jefferson, for the Titans. Jaheim Dowd quickly points out to the official in front of him. It's him. He moved, and it'll be a 5-yard false start on the Titans. So that'll back them up. 45 seconds remaining here in the first half, and instead of 1st and 10 at the 41 of Georgetown, it'll be 1st and 15 at the 36-yard or 45 of 40 of Victoria East. They're back to their own 36-yard line, 1st and 15. So a good job here by this Eagle defense. Holden, you were talking about it. At one point there was only 7 plays on the defensive side. What are we up to now that the Titan offense has been able to run?
So now they're up to 17, which is still only half of what Georgetown's been able to accumulate throughout this game. 17 plays, 50 yards, but again, only that -1 passing yard on that one screen pass that was caught and snuffed out immediately by Luke Butch. So this secondary has been playing out of their minds, but you also have to give credit to this pass rush. It has not made it easy for this quarterback on Victoria East.
Please play 35. There we go.
There we go. The official knock. It's a 10-second penalty for the offense. 10-second runoff on the offensive penalty inside 2 minutes. And so the false start backs them up to the 36. 1st and 15 for the Titans. Helms on the near side gets the snap back, hands it to Brown, left side, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 1. Good job by the D-line there for the Eagles. Tennyson Dean up off the pile. Turbeville in there, Butch in there, and now
Look content to take this to halftime.
Georgetown back into the umbrella.
They think there's going to be a Hail Mary?
5 seconds left. It looks like the Titans are going to let the clock run off, and they do. The end of the first half has been a good one for Georgetown. They capitalized on turnovers. The offense clicking, Jet Walker running. Caleb McDougal having a good first half in his first start at quarterback for Georgetown. At the end of the first half, Georgetown leads it 47-0. We'll take a timeout, come back with the halftime show. Georgetown Eagle football will continue in just a moment.
The second quarter is brought to you by Aesthetic Dentistry of Georgetown. The mission and purpose of our team is to help provide quality of life with healthy and beautiful smiles. Determine if a highly trained cosmetic dentist is the best option for your smile. We are located at 3622 Williams Drive, Building 2 in Georgetown, Texas. Visit our webpage at www.aestheticdentistrygt.com or call 512-819-9100.
Attention Georgetown Eagle football fans, Blair Hogue with the Hogue team of Fairway Independent Mortgage is your local lender conveniently located on the square in downtown Georgetown. With over 22 years of experience, Blair and his team are here to guide you through every step of your home journey, whether you're buying, refinancing, or pulling out equity for debt consolidation or home improvements. We do it all, and we're dedicated to making your dreams a reality. When you think mortgage, think local. Think Blair Hogue with the Hogue team. Visit us today or call 512-717-9912 and let's get started on your path to home ownership.
Extra points and field goals this season are brought to you by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and the do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, doors and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
Back here in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. We are at halftime. The Blair Hogue and Hogue Team Mortgage Group bring you the halftime show. On the camera, you will see the Golden Sabres dance team and the Victoria East Band, and then we'll bring you the Georgetown Band and the Georgettes, the Sweethearts of Georgetown, will perform after Victoria East. Holden, I tell you what, we didn't know what to expect. Coach said a couple of things: take care of the ball and tackle. I think Georgetown did a good job of that in the first half.
Yeah, I would say the exact same thing. no turnovers, and offensive execution has been at a superb level. I think this has been the best offensive showing in the past 2 years. Last year, the offense was very dink and dunk. They did not have a very strong big play capability. So far in this game, we've had 5 passing touchdowns in the air with a big run touchdown from Jed Walker, and we're already seeing the explosiveness at a whole new level with this Georgetown Eagles offense. So you really love to see that from the offensive side, and even at the defensive side, obviously pitching the shutout, but forcing the turnovers, capitalizing on the special teams mistakes from Victoria East by scooping up those kickoffs. They are loose balls, so those are fumbles. And being in the right place at the right time has been the best thing possible for a week 1 game. You oftentimes see nerves, oftentimes seen misassignments, have not seen a lot of that. But I will say, a teaching moment, the Georgetown Eagles defense is really looking for the big hit on this quarterback, and it's allowing him to bounce off a lot of these tackles. I think a big teaching moment is going to be, okay, I get he's a quarterback. I get you might want to hit him hard, make him think about scrambling. But the best thing to do is wrap up, get the sack, get him down, and don't let him extend and possibly create big plays.
Brashawn Brown, the big running back for the Titans, tough to bring down. He showed that on that 21-yard scamper in their last possession right there. But how excited are these kids to be hitting someone other than their own teammates?
Oh, yeah.
The second week of August, they start into camp to get ready for the season, and it's you against your buddies. And you're hitting each other over the past 2 or 3 weeks, and now the opportunity, you talk about that, holding in that eagerness, wanting to lay the big hit out, but it's more important, they just want to hit somebody else and make someone else pay for their frustration.
Absolutely. And like I said a little bit earlier in the game, there's still a lot of coaching to be done on both sides of this field in both those locker rooms going on right now. We saw some of coaches' frustration, not just with cameramen getting run over by referees and other things like that, but we saw the coaches still trying to coach these kids up. There are still tweaks to make. Victoria East is fighting hard, but we got some really tough tests coming up in the next few weeks, and there's a lot of football still left to play tonight and a lot of basics that they've got to clean up.
And things that will give the coaching staff exactly what they want before week 2. Things to work on, things to continue to improve, but also a great measuring stick tonight on seeing things and how they improved from the scrimmage against Stony Point last Thursday, and how did things get cleaned up. Offensively, I think the offense overall looked good. No turnovers. A great play by Max Muniz to pick that ball off the back of Xavier Warren for the touchdown. A great job by Alex Wilson to recover a couple of fumbles, and Cooper Werchin to recover a couple of fumbles on the kickoff return, on kickoff coverage. And so they are doing some good things in areas where you weren't sure what was going to happen.
Right.
The unknowns of the special teams. We haven't focused the time there as much, and they're doing a great job. Christopher Mashburn, you got to love the field goals and the kickoffs that he's been doing a very good job kicking the ball for the Eagles, knocking through a 38-yard field goal, and it perfect on his extra points as well. And so awesome to see and enjoy a good first half from these Eagles, because the test is going to be tough next week.
Oh, yeah.
We go on the road in week 2 to take on a Belton Tigers team that is much more polished, much more talented than a lot of opponents we'll see all year long.
And when their game is over tonight, whatever their outcome is, they're going to check, see what the score was here tonight, so that when they see a score like this, that next Friday night, they are determined to not let something like that happen to them. So it's going to be a tough test, and Belton always puts a good football team on the field.
We're at the halftime, brought to you by Blair Hogue
and the Fairway Mortgage Group.
And so now we have some time to go to maybe we'll go to the Graham and Son spot and start it off with Holden's first half stats when we come back from this timeout.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown football. Eagle fight never dies.
And we welcome you back to the GISD Athletic Complex, Birkelbach Field, here in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Our halftime score is your Georgetown Eagles 47 and the Victoria East Titans 0. Holden, what does stats look like from the first half?
So, as one might expect, the stats are significantly favoring Georgetown right now. And that all started immediately. The Victoria East got in a very early hole. It was a 23-0 ball game before they had an offensive snap because of those fumbles on the kickoffs. Well, not really fumble kickoffs, the unreturned kickoffs. And right away, you put yourself in a 23-possession gap. You will let everything on the defense. You let the defense do everything they want to do. They can run any scheme they want because they know they have the lead. They can play a little bit safe or a little bit risky if they want. Go into the sets that they feel comfortable in, and you're not pressuring them at all. And we've seen that pay dividends. Victoria East has -1 passing yards right now on 1 completion. Helms has been 1 of 4. He's had multiple other pass attempts that wind up being scrambles and sacks because no one's been open, and the pass rush has been relentless. But running the ball has their best player by far has been Brashawn Brown, number 26. He has 8 carries for 52 yards, and he has shown flash. The problem is, down 47-0 at halftime, running the ball will not necessarily get you down the field as quick as passing. But if you're not passing well at all, you kind of have to rely on the run. So they're in a very tricky spot right now.
I'm kind of thinking that whenever they come back out in the second half with the score like it is, they can still go with a very basic game plan. Try to get some rhythm and momentum going. I think you're exactly right. They do that. They're going to have to do that with trying to establish a run game.
Yes.
May take multiple bodies, maybe bring in a couple of extra big guys that we'll call tight ends, but look more like linemen to try to move some people.
And just anything to get themselves in rhythm and get Georgetown out of rhythm. Get Georgetown into sets that they feel comfortable as offense, something that they think they can take advantage of. They know their personnel a lot better than we do, and so anything that they can get into down in distance, if they feel comfortable in 2nd and 5, run some plays to get themselves that they feel comfortable getting themselves into a 2nd and 5 spot. Anything to try to change the game up.
Well, and they've got a sophomore quarterback because of an injury to the quarterback that would have been their starter tonight. So we've got 2 sophomore quarterbacks battling it out. The difference is Victoria East doesn't have the offensive line to be able to give him very much time to throw the ball.
Yeah, and the receivers on Georgetown have also been making a lot of plays for Caleb McDougal. McDougal's stats is 9 of 15, 190 yards, and 5 touchdowns in this first half. A lot of that were yards after the catch. We think about the 71-yard screen pass on the 3rd and forever that Xavier Warren caught and just ran all the way because he's got afterburners. You think about the deep ball Max Munoz caught off of the back of Xavier Warren for another score. So sometimes the ball is not an oval. It's oblong. It bounces every which way, and it's bouncing Georgetown's way right now. Sometimes that's how games go. And a lot of the times, you can't account for that. But sometimes you kind of have to scheme guys open. Yeah. You kind of got to run plays, maybe whether it's a quick screen, anything to get the quarterback for Victoria East comfortable, get him in a rhythm, and then start pushing the ball down the field.
Well, and you mentioned something that is often referred to in kind of a cliche way about the ball bouncing your way. But we have seen it literally multiple times tonight bounce Georgetown's way. The kickoff that wasn't fielded bounced back to a Georgetown cover guy. We saw a touchdown off of a ball that bounces off of the back of the intended receiver, rolls around a little bit, is received, and a touchdown. So it's not just cliche tonight.
No.
Very much this ball is bouncing Georgetown's way.
Yeah, and sometimes games go like that. And obviously you can't account for that in a pregame. Now, if you had told Coach, hey, you're going to get 2 kickoffs immediately fumbled and you're going to get a 23-0 ball game, he's going to be stunned because you can't really account for that. You cannot predict games going that way. But at the same time, you can't predict the second half is going to go that well for Georgetown either. They still have to come in locked in, focused, ready to execute in all 3 phases of the game because just like that, the game can switch and Victoria East can start putting up points very quickly.
Yeah, and focus is going to be the key, and I guarantee you it's not like Georgetown has a 47-0 lead in that locker room right now.
Not.
There is some conversation being had about the mistakes that have been made in this first half. Any other thoughts about this first half before we watch the Georgetown Eagle Marching Band?
My one thing I would say after this one, we've got a 3-headed running back system going on right now. Obviously, Jet Walker, the superstar headliner guy, 7 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown. But we've also got Luke Livingston, number 20. He's got 3 carries, and Gallagher, number 23, with 5 carries. It's going to be very interesting to see how they play those 3 running backs in the second half with a lead, especially if Victoria East starts clawing their way back into this game. Do we lean more on Jet Walker again, or do we continue going by this committee approach and trying to spread the ball out?
Folks, we'll have more for you. We are going to go to the field mic now and let you watch the Georgetown Eagle Marching Band. Their hard work that they put in all the time getting ready for these seasons and for the marching contests that are not too far down the road. So we will let you enjoy the Eagle Marching Band, and we'll be back with more here in the booth after the band.
Attention Georgetown Eagle football fans, Blair Hogue with the Hogue team of Fairway Independent Mortgage is your local lender conveniently located on the square in downtown Georgetown. With over 22 years of experience, Blair and his team are here to guide you through every step of your home journey, whether you're buying, refinancing, or pulling out equity for debt consolidation or home improvements. We do it all, and we're dedicated to making your dreams a reality. When you think mortgage, think local. Think Blair Hogue with the Hogue team. Visit us today or call 512-717-9912 and let's get started on your path to home ownership. The JCT broadcast booth is sponsored by JMT's in Round Rock. JMT's provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMT's to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMT's has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555. First down sponsor this season is Borrow from Morrow. Borrow from Morrow, our team is dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. We do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including our handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from experienced loan officer. Our loan officers understand the local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember, Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS 464148.
Back here live, Birkelbach Field, and it's halftime is almost over. 47-0. Georgetown leads it. Special shout out to the sponsors of the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, JMT's. Omar and Susie Tompkins, proud sponsors, First Responder Broadcasting, and they are listening in live from Cancun. They're roughing it this weekend, Kelly. They're down in Cancun, having themselves a little break away from everybody else around here and enjoying themselves on that vacation, but glad to see they're listening in. Proud sponsors that help bring us the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth here each and every year at Georgetown High School. And I tell you what, I got to wear my new hoodie Omar made for me and are on order for all the team, and got a lot of compliments about the new hoodie. It is a good-looking setup that Omar Tompkins did for us, and so proud to be a part and associated with JMT's, the good work they do. If you never need anything from sweatshirts, shirts, man, they can do a ton of stuff, promotional items. Reach out, Omar Tompkins. He does great work there at JMT's, and we just love being associated with them. I have a little personal association with them, being that they are the parents of my son-in-law, married to one of my daughters, and grandparents of the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, Jason Chance Tompkins, our grandson. Take it away, Kelly.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Also want to give a shout-out to another sponsor, Nathaniel Funk, Coach Funk. Some of the guys listening played football for Coach Funk. He's been texting me throughout the game, but sponsorship that we also appreciate. Also, for the 14th year, the Oak Ridge Disciple House is sponsoring these broadcasts. Josh, we love you, man. We're so thankful for your sponsorship and the good work that you do.
I tell you what, second to none, the good work that the Oak Ridge Disciple House does to reach men in crisis and in addiction and to reach them through the life-saving blood of Jesus Christ and his outreach. What great work he does, and we just value that friendship and sponsorship that he continues to provide year after year in so many different things to be involved in the community. Reach out and be a support of the Oak Ridge Disciple House, and especially we can't not mention it. Graham and Sons Cattle Company, another great spread brought up into the booth tonight. Some brisket, some sausage. The ribs were second to none. Holden, you get the inside scoop on that stuff. That's how you've lived with that kind of eating. But, man, what a presentation tonight by Austin Graham of Graham and Sons Cattle Company, bringing us some a delightful meal to get ready for the kickoff tonight.
And at the Meet the Eagles, they did a bid for 2 people to stay up in the booth with us for a game, 2 people that we know, 2 people we love that are Sun City Eagle boosters, and we have developed a relationship with them, love them. And that night that they pick, we get to eat more Austin Graham beef because he is going to cater us a meal up here as well. So sometimes it stinks being me, not that day.
It'll be Janice and Larry Todd. Janice, the daughter of Coach Birkelbach of Birkelbach Field here at Georgetown High School, the legend in and of himself and the Birkelbach family. So excited that when the Tons will join us up here in the booth and get to experience a night in the press box, up in the broadcast booth with us in our craziness.
Well, at Meet the Eagles, we got to meet that gentleman that played for Coach Birkelbach back in 1948.
Grandfather of Caleb Reyna.
Yep, that was awesome.
And it was neat that Janice Ton and I got to talk yesterday at the volleyball tournament and have talked several times. She got to meet a former player that played for her dad and said it was so neat to be able to meet Mr. Reyna and have that experience. And so thoughts go out here to one of the Golden Sabres dance members as they are being loaded onto one of the golf carts here and helped off by the medical staff. So hopefully she's all right.
Ankle twist.
Yeah, so hopefully she's all right. It's good to see H back down there on the sidelines after the overheating there at the Stony Point scrimmage.
Yeah.
Glad H is doing all right.
One more shout out on a personal level. I want to shout out to Curtis Parker up here, works in the press box up here and has helped us out so much. If you guys have watched our broadcast over the years, you notice at the bottom of the screen tonight we have the game scoreboard and clock, which is monumental for these because we've tried to work a clock manually and it gets off and people complain, but we've got the scoreboard live, and that was because Curtis, and we appreciate everything he does and GISD does for us to help us bring these broadcasts.
Dave, you back live down at the on the sideline?
I am, and I could echo.
Oh, hold on, Dave. All right, go for it.
I am, and I echo Kelly's sentiment. We finally got the microphone down here on the field working, and super excited about that to be able to get back to sideline reporting.
Guys, I'm not going to go and be as daring to call something like Kelly did with the Jet Walker touchdown run, but I think we're going to have a backup quarterback come in for the second half, and Maddox Borden. Kickoff by Mashburn to start the second half. Goes back into the end zone for a touchback. Nice job there by Christopher Mashburn. So the Titans of Victoria East will start with the possession here in the second half as they will take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line. 12 minutes left here in the third quarter. What a kick there by Mashburn. I tell you what, we sit there and talk about different things Coach mentioned, and the special teams, not a lot of work. Tonight, the special teams has done a really good job as we start the Graham & Sons Cattle Company third quarter. The Titans will come out in shotgun formation, far side hash mark, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Helms in the backfield with the running back Brown offset to his right. Low snap back. Helms is going to pick it up and have to scramble. He comes near side. He's faking a pass, and now he's going to drop the shoulder and be thrown to the ground, but not before he picks up 4 yards up to the 24 or 29. I apologize. He came up. They start 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, not at the 10 with 20 with the touchback. So I apologize. And now Tennyson Dean down on the near sideline at the 30.
Cramp.
And Hennessy out there quickly to check on him. I tell you what, we talk about Chad Hennessy and glad he's all right. But between Chad Hennessy and Vanessa Rideau and these student trainers, one of the both best athletic trainer departments that you would find in the area. And Tennyson Dean up and hobbles off with that cramp-style walk.
That's the walk of the cramp.
So I'll tell you what, that hit by Cole Mitchell was impressive.
Cole Mitchell with the big stick, a 4-yard gain by Helms as he scrambled after the low snap, brings up 2nd and 6 from the 29. Helms from the near side, turns around, hands it to Brown. Nope, quarterback keeper, and he'll get about 2 yards. A nice tackle there by Seth Warren, and number 33 for your Georgetown Eagles, Eli Duncan, who went in for Tennyson Dean. And now it'll bring up a 3rd and 4. A gain of 2 there by Helms on the quarterback keeper.
I was going to talk about it before we saw Tennyson down on that last play. This young quarterback, I like his toughness, but I think some of the hits he's taking he ought to try to avoid for longevity's sake. Don't know what the injury is to their original starting quarterback, but if he's going to be playing a couple of games, he's going to have to avoid some of these hits, throw the ball away or slide.
3rd and 4 from the 31. Turn around, hand it to Brown. Right up the middle, past the 35. Breaks a tackle, past 45-40. He breaks it past midfield, and it's a foot race. Brown will be tracked down from behind, and he'll be tackled inside the 10-yard line by Cooper Werchin to save the touchdown. But there's Brashawn Brown. We talk about it. Holden was talking about it. An 80-yard drive right at the end of the half. It's going to be tough with the running game. That's 2 big runs broken off by Brashawn Brown in the last couple of drives. And a big run there has the Titans inside the red zone at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
And that's what we talked about before the first half ended. These kids have not stopped playing. You still got to do the basics, and that was a phenomenal play. I think they gained more yards in that play than they had gained the whole first half, right?
Yeah, they did. They over doubled their total yardage today.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 6. Helms in the backfield, middle of the field, receiver right, 1 left, hands it to Brown. He'll cut back up in the middle, hit and stuck about the 3-yard line and taken down there. They'll mark him at the 2, and that'll bring up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line for the Titans.
And you see what that one big play does, because there was a little extra oomph whenever he put that foot on the ground and went into the defender. Still playing hard.
So 2nd and goal, it comes from the 2. 9.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Eagle defense here now is an opportunity for them and Coach Laux, the new defensive coordinator, to see how this defense responds. Here's the adversity. You gave up the big run. How do you hold up and try to keep the Titan offense out of the end zone? Helm sends
turnover.
One receiver right, 1 left. Brown to his left in the backfield. Handed to Brown. He comes to the right side, and he's going to cut it right at the middle, stacked up at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down, and no signal yet.
You got there.
And it's going to be a touchdown. There came the line judge from the near sideline. He goes in and spots it. It'll be a touchdown for Brashawn Brown and the Titans of Victoria East. 8:59 left here in the third quarter, second half. We are in it, 47-6 now. Georgetown lead cut down to 41, and on to attempt the extra point for the Titans comes number 28. That's Jaden Aguirre. Helms will do the holding. Carlin Helms, the sophomore quarterback. Now a late man coming on the right side of the line for the Titans. Snap is back. The hold is down. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 8:59 left in the 3rd quarter. Georgetown 47, Victoria East 7. Quick timeout. Georgetown football will continue in just a moment.
Holden's first half stats in the 3rd quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the First Responder Broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown football. Eagle fight never dies.
Back here, Birkelbach Field in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMT's. Kelly, some scores from around the area.
Georgetown, Eastview Patriots, and Stony Point played, and Stony Point took that victory 28-22. Leander Lions and Pflugerville Panthers going at it at the half. Pflugerville leads Leander 33-14. Jordanton is losing to Caddo Mills Foxes 34-14. And we'll get to some more scores in just a little bit. Hutto is whipping San Marcos 42-8.
Xavier Warren back on the near side about the 6-yard line. Luke Holly on the far side hash mark stands at the 5. The kickoff from the Titans will come to the near side. Xavier Warren at the 15-yard line. Comes up to the left side, breaks outside, makes a man miss, spins around, keeps on his feet, 30, 35, driven out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. And the Georgetown offense will go to work in their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line, and we'll see who comes out behind center. If it's going to be Maddox Borden or Caleb McDougal. Looks like Caleb McDougal's got to stay in the ball game. But Maddox Borden right there beside Coach Flores as well. So we'll see if we see, I would assume we'll see Maddox Borden at some point in the second half. But
yeah, and I think I'm sorry, I didn't mean to walk on you. I think part of that is you want them to come out and get used to starting that second half, go through at least one series, and then they may start making some changes.
Snap back to McDougal. Fake the handoff to Walker. Rolls out. Screen pass out to the right to Mylock. Up past the 45. Breaks the tackle and knocked down about the 46-yard line. We'll see it. They're going to mark you back at the 45. Nice little 8-yard gain there. 7-yard gain brings up 2nd and 3. First reception of the season for Jake Mylock, the senior tight end.
Good open field tackle out there, too, because if he doesn't make that tackle, he's getting the first down at least and a little bit more.
McDougal in the shotgun, far side hash mark. 1 receiver left, 2 right. The tight end Mylock off from the right side. Walker in the backfield directly behind McDougal. Now a man in motion. Fake the handoff to Westfall. Give it to Walker. Back to the right side. Makes a man miss. Cuts up past midfield to the 45-yard line. A good hard run there by Jet Walker. And another borrow from Morrow first down.
Nice run. I think we're going to like watching this kid run the football.
So you're saying we might have to figure out the new name of the Petterhead fan club.
Yeah, give me a few minutes.
2 receivers right, 2 left, 1 right. Mylock, the tight end, to the right side of the line. Walker to the left of McDougal, far side hash mark. Westfall in motion left. McDougal back, looking left. He's going to throw and hang one up to Sedgwick. It's underthrown, and a good job by Sedgwick to switch to defense there, Kelly, and knock that one down to keep the interception away from Caleb Jefferson.
That's a circumstance where he becomes the defender, and he's just trying to keep that ball from being intercepted.
Great
good
play
coverage.
there. Yeah, good coverage by Jefferson. A great play by Davin Sedgwick to break that pass up and make it 2nd and 10 now instead of a turnover. The offense still clean here for the Eagles. Caleb Reyna, the receiver, comes left, and now you have 3 receivers left, none right, as you have Westfall, Reyna, and Sedgwick on the left side. Jet Walker offset to the left of McDougal in the backfield. Far side hash mark, 2nd and 10 for the 45 of the Titans. Snap back to McDougal. Fake handoff, throw it out, caught by Westfall, and he'll get up past the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 5 and bring up a 3rd and 5.
I think I like the running game too much because when he pulled that ball out of Jet Walker's stomach, I was disappointed. But the linebacker was too because he was absolutely frozen. Great play action there by McDougal on that play to freeze that linebacker and make it a one-on-one out there on the edge.
Now 3rd and 5 from the 40 of the Titans. Walker to the left of McDougal, near side hash mark. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back to McDougal. Looking to pass downfield. He's having to scramble for his life. The pass rush forces him out of the pocket as McDougal hits the ground. The ball squirts out. The ground can't cause the fumble. McDougal will fall forward. They tossed it down at the 39, but they're going to mark him at the 40. No gain. So it'll bring up a 4th and 5 here, and it looks like you're going to have the Eagles go for it since it's in territory of the Titans just inside the 40. So about 4th and 4.5.
Are we about to see the pooch kick?
Wonder if McDougal or Walker are the pooch kick type. 1 receiver right, 1 left. 2 running backs in, Walker and Callaghan. Now McDougal, a clap of the hands. They'll look to the sideline and get the sign. McDougal approaches the line and calls it out. And it looks like Jet Walker will do the pooch kick. Snap back. Walker from about the 46 will pooch it high, pooch kick. It'll land about the 23 and take a Titan roll to the 25 where it's downed by Davin Sedgwick. And the Titans will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. 6:12 left in the 3rd quarter. 47-7 your score. Georgetown leads it by 40. Holden, the last drive by the Titans. Talk to us about the stats of it. A great drive and a great running by Brashawn Brown.
And it was all Brashawn Brown. He's got 11 carries, 121 yards now. Obviously, that touchdown. And like Kelly said, that 63-yard big gainer actually more than doubled Victoria East's total yards today. So I would be shocked if they go to anyone other than him and make Georgetown beat them. Beat, more specifically, Brashawn Brown.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap back to Helms. He looks to pass. He's going to hang it out to the near side. Caleb Jefferson makes the catch, and he's tackled there by Cooper Werchin. A nice throw and a nice catch. That'll be a 1st down into Georgetown territory for the Titans.
And that is the impact of having a successful run game. You get the linebackers to bite up because Brashawn Brown was so effective. You hit him with a perfectly thrown deep ball, and just like that, Victoria East's offense is on a roll.
We saw him try that play in the first half, and it was incomplete, but the receiver was open. That time, the connection was made. Nice toss right over the breadbasket. Nice catch, nice play.
So 1st and 10 from the 36 of Georgetown. Helms in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Brown to his left, near side hash mark. Turn, hand it to Brown. Up to the 35, spun around and take it down about the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Titans.
Defense going to have to tighten up, buckle up a little bit. You know, you don't want to see that relaxation. The focus is what's difficult, especially at this level, because you get a 40-point lead, 47-point lead, whatever the lead may be at whatever time, and you start to relax a little bit. You still got a half of football to play.
Tennyson Dean back on the field for the Eagles on the defensive end. Helms in the backfield, middle of the field at the 30. Handed off to Brown, right side, and he's hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Cole Mitchell came in there and laid some wood along with Chance Kelly. Chance Kelly crashing in there. Brashawn Brown dropped at the 30, and it brings up 3rd and 4 now for the Titans. 4.5 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. So an opportunity here for the defense to get a stop.
Wally, you talked about it a little bit earlier. Hats to the football. Coach Griffin loves seeing 8, 9 silver helmets around the ball carrier at the end of the play.
Helms in the shotgun, and there's a false start. That's a costly one there. That'll be number 81, Stephen Dybel, as he will back the offense up 5 yards. And now instead of 3rd and 4 for the Titans at the Georgetown 30, it's going to be 3rd and 9 from the 35. So now changes of the play. Do you run it again with Brown? Now do you go back to the pass? But now the defense for the Eagles, a chance to make a big stop here and either force a punt or a long 4th down opportunity.
Well, and you're absolutely in 4-down territory here. You got nothing to lose. So Georgetown's going to have to make a stand on 2 consecutive plays, and the stands are rattling now.
Feel the vibration of the stands. They've got their crowd going. Helms in the shotgun. Snap back. He's looking to pass. Helms, no pressure. Plenty of time. He's going to roll out to the left. Up past the 35-30. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. And let's see if he picked up the 1st down.
That's going to be an injury on the sideline over there.
I think it's Chance Kelly.
That is on Chance Kelly, number 6. He is down. Trying to get back to his feet here.
I think when he dove and tried to make that play, he landed on his hip, because it seems like that's what he's grabbing.
Now Chance Kelly, I don't know if he he got the breath knocked out of him, but he is up and walking off under his own power. He's going to stop there and talk to the trainer, Chad Hennessy. Coach Griffin all the way across the field to check on Chance Kelly as well. It'll be enough for a Titan 1st down. It looks like Chance is going to be all right, but he's going to walk it off. So the referee has to hold up the game as Chance Kelly still making his way off the field for the Eagles.
Coach went over there, rubbed a little spit on it. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Get back in there.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 for the Titans. On the far side hash mark at the 25 of Georgetown. A nice run there on the scramble by Helms to pick up the 1st down on that 3rd and 9. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Brown in the backfield to his right. Helms at the far side hash mark. Fake the handoff. He's going to throw right. It's up against Cooper Werchen, but outside the grasp of the, I believe it was the tight end, Stephen Dybel. Nope, Judson Brown unable to make that catch. The wide receiver.
Little bit of a push off there, but the corner just kind of quit after he got that little push.
So the Titans taking shots downfield there as Helms trying to hit Judd. Judson Brown on the incompletion, and now a new receiver comes wide right as Brown goes to the left side. Braylon Vasquez comes wide right. Hand off in the backfield and hit immediately. Ball's out. Fumble on the field, and Georgetown recovers. And that's going to be Dylan Turbeville on the fumble recovery. I think it was Luke Butch that got the initial hit. Or Andrew Urban, one of the two, got the hit to knock the ball out of the running back Brown. And there's the defensive stand you wanted to see.
Yeah, Victoria East was having their 2nd consecutive pretty decent drive going. And made the mistake, turned the ball over, and ended a drive that they could have built on.
So the Eagles have it. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. 2:57 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. McDougal with 1 receiver left, 1 right, tight end to the left end. Running back off to the right, turn, hand it, Jet Walker left side, breaks past the 30, 35, falls forward all the way up to the 40-yard line, and that'll be a borrow from Morrow first down.
Another opportunity to talk about Jet. Somebody asked a little bit earlier. He is a junior running back.
Helmet came off of one of the players. They have to leave the field. Walker the handoff right up the middle. There's the speed. 45, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Georgetown. Jet Walker, emphasis on the Jet, takes it to the house. What a run there, Kelly.
Wow.
All the way from the 38-yard line. A 62-yard run for the touchdown for Jet Walker. A second long run for a touchdown for Jet Walker tonight. And the Eagles will line up for the extra point, brought to you by G-Town Lumber and Supply. Christopher Mashburn on to attempt the extra point.
With these long scoring plays, we haven't got to talk much about the borrow from Morrow first downs in the red zone. But
snap is back, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 2:34 left in the third quarter, 54-7. Georgetown leads it. Quick timeout. More Eagle football in a moment.
The Golden Rule is a proud sponsor of Georgetown Eagle football. Located at 606 South Church Street in Georgetown, the Golden Rule offers an amazing menu and even better atmosphere. The menu includes Cantonese riblets, Texas fried quail, roasted beet salad, sweet chipotle chicken lollipops, golden classics like the elk double smash burger, and so much more. Need a room for a group? The Golden Corral can accommodate up to 60 people in a private room. Give the menu a look at goldenrulegtx.com. The Golden Rule, above all else, goodwill, friendship, and kind regard.
Back here at Birkelbach Field, Rudolph Alleman, a Georgetown High School graduate and is a member of the Hall of Honor at Georgetown High School, passed away this past week, and we reach out and send our sympathies and heartfelt condolences to the family, but an opportunity to recognize a servant at his heart. He had served 3 tours in Vietnam, was a part of the National Guard that went over in the Iraqi freedom, served his community at the Georgetown Police Department for 6 or 7 years, and then a 34-year career as a trooper with Texas Department of Public Safety. And so our hearts and thoughts go out to the family of Rudolph Alleman, a member of the Georgetown community, as he passed away at the age of 77 this past week. A return to the kickoff by Jefferson. He breaks some tackles. There comes in a late flag. He gets out all the way almost to midfield. Caleb Jefferson, he flexes all the way down to the 25. I don't think he realized the yellow flag came out, and his return will be negated as he turns back and salutes to the Georgetown student crowd.
Against Victoria East, I believe.
That flag came from about, I tell you what, that was a former quarterback throwing the flag there in the black and white stripes. He heaved that from the 50-yard line. It landed right at the 30. Nice pass from the flag. But you're right, Dave. A big block in the back there. And what a penalty there on the Titans after giving up a turnover and a touchdown. Now to have a good return taken away instead of having it at midfield, it's going to be way back at the 20-yard line.
Right. Yeah, that's there's a lot of traffic over here on the 20-yard line. I believe that's where the foul occurred.
Dude, I dare you to trip that referee.
First and 10 for the Titans at the 20-yard line. They'll be on the near side hash mark. 2 receivers left, 1 right. As Brashawn Brown, the running back, offset to the right of Helms. Snap back to Helms. He'll hand it off to Brown. Nope, quarterback keeper. He gets out past the sideline up to the 25, and Helms lowers his shoulder and then takes a shot from Jihad Abdunur right at the 30-yard line, a gain of 10 for Helms.
And those are the plays you're talking about, Kelly, where it's a big hit he doesn't really need to take. You can run out of bounds, still probably get a first down there. That's a big shot, and those build up over time, over the course of a game, over the course of a season.
That's where the sophomore must learn to live another day and not take the big shots, especially when you have your starting quarterback in Kason Cole out for injury. Snap back to Helms. He's looking to pass. He's pressured up the middle. Andrew Urban has him in his sights and takes him down after a gain of 1 at the 31. Nice coverage there by Andrew Urban. to keep Helms under wraps. A gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Titans.
Andrew may have thought what I thought. I thought he was going to stay there and try to complete the pass, and Andrew was going to absolutely crush him. But he was smart, felt that pressure, and got up the field a little way.
But you like the quickness there in Andrew Urban. You've seen it in Tuberville and Tennyson Dean, even in Luke Budge. But to react to that, thinking the big hit was going to be there for him, the sack, attempt to hit the quarterback, but had to react to him running. Took him down after a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 from the 31-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Helms in the shotgun. Snap back. This time he'll fake the handoff, pull it out, throw it on a screen to the left side, and take it down to the 35 is number 6, Devin Cuevas, the junior wide receiver. Nice coverage there for the Eagles.
JD and Maddox are both warming up now here on the sideline.
So Maddox Borden and JD Lindstad throwing on the Georgetown sideline. Let's see if we get a quarterback change here at any point now in the fourth quarter. We're down at 35 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Titans. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Helms looks to the sideline. Brown offset to his right. They're at the far side hash mark. 25 seconds left, 8 on the down clock. And now Brown moves to the left of Helms. Helms takes a snap back, looks to pass. Looking right, he's going to throw one up. And Jihad Abdunur had great coverage there on number 13, Tyree Terrell. And he almost had a chance to pick that one off. You saw the speed of Jihad there as he turned around, saw the ball, and went to get it. Just missed it by about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, he stepped it up another gear whenever he realized he was the only one that had any chance to catch that football.
And that looked like a miscommunication offensively. You see 2 players running to the same spot like that. It's not often how plays are drawn up. Usually you want to use the field rather than crowd it. So someone was probably in the wrong there.
And Luke Holly will come on now, back deep for the Eagles. It looks like on 4th and 5 from their own 35. Titans are going to punt it away with 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Helms has the snap. He'll get the punt away barely. And a good punt over the head of Holly. It's off his hands. Luke's going to have to dive on it and can't do it. It'll be recovered by the Titans. Good coverage there by number 11, Dalen King. He got down quickly. And the first mistake you see for the Eagles, Luke Holly upset with himself there.
Yeah, that's one you got to let go. It's going to take a Titan roll, but you just got to let that one go.
So it'll be the end of the third quarter. 54-7. Georgetown leads it over the Titans. We'll switch into the field, and we'll come back with more Eagle football after this.
For all the fly fishing, hunting, and outdoors enthusiasts, River and Ranch Provisions is your one-stop shop for the gear you need. There's a large selection of hunting and fly fishing supplies for the beginner, all the way up to the experienced outdoor folks. Cody, Brad, Sam, and Tim have put together a high-end outdoor outfitter with high-quality supplies and services to make everyone feel welcome and important, regardless of your experience level. Come see what there is to offer at 807 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, or check out the website at www.rrpgtx.com. At Mesquite Creek Outfitters, located at 704 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, Texas, we bring community together in a casual environment to share the love of gear, great drinks, and friendship. Enjoy our light menu, a beverage, and shop our great selection of men's and women's clothing and gear. Also, check out our website for MCO Grocery Company and have fresh groceries delivered directly to your doorstep. Visit the Mesquite Creek site at www.mesquitecreekoutfitters.com or stop in and say hello. MCO is a proud sponsor of this year's Georgetown Eagle football broadcast, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting.
Back live here, Birkelbach Field. We go to the fourth quarter, 54-7. The Titans have it 1st and 10 at the 24 of Georgetown after the mishandled punt return. Hand off to Brown, left side. He's hit by Seth Ward, and a host of defenders join in to drop Brown after a gain of 1 up to the 23. Like we said earlier, not many times Seth Warren is going to let that tackle go.
I love that part of the game, man. The hits are still there. They have changed some of the hits to protect players, but those kind of hits are legal, and I love tough-nosed football.
Kelly,
Yes.
Did you see that offensive lineman for Victoria East push Tuberville back about 5? He just ran over and pushed it back about 5 yards.
No, I didn't. I missed that one.
Oh, my gosh.
2nd and 9. The Titans have 2 receivers right, 1 left. Helms in the backfield. Brown will move from the left to the right side. Near side hash mark, fake the handoff. Helms drops back. He's being pressured, and he'll be sacked. He tried to throw a pass, but they're going to rule him in the grasp and rule him down. But he got ridden to the ground there by the Eagle defense, and that Helms is not getting up now. He took his helmet off. He is going to get some treatment from the Titan athletic trainer staff. We'll take a quick timeout. Eagle football continues in a moment.
At Mesquite Creek Outfitters, located at 704 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, Texas, we bring community together in a casual environment to share the love of gear, great drinks, and friendship. Enjoy our light menu, a beverage, and shop our great selection of men's and women's clothing and gear. Also, check out our website for MCO Grocery Company and have fresh groceries delivered directly to your doorstep. Visit the Mesquite Creek site at www.mesquitecreekoutfitters.com or stop in and say hello. MCO is a proud sponsor of this year's Georgetown Eagle football broadcast, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting.
Back here live, Birkelbach field. The quarterback Helms, Carlin Helms, on the field. He's starting to move a little bit as the training staff around him. Chad Hennessy from Georgetown out to help as well to check on the young sophomore quarterback as he took a shot there. But, Kelly, you hate to see anyone injured, so you hope he's all right. Their starting quarterback already out for tonight's game at least. He was in a knee brace as one of the captains in plain clothes. They're not in the pads to start the game, so you hope a kid here, Helms, is okay.
Yeah, and that was a hit that he took that he couldn't avoid. He's taking some big hits tonight. And, Dave, I'm going to let you clarify. I knew you weren't looking at it. It sounded like you were laughing at the injury. You were not.
Looking at Chance Kelly, and he was rubbing his belly, and that made me laugh. And then I realized the quarterback was down. So absolutely not laughing at anybody injured. I apologize if anybody took that the wrong way.
So now who comes out at the quarterback position? Maybe Caleb Jefferson, the wide receiver, number 2? Is that what you see there, Dave?
Yes, number 2.
So Caleb Jefferson, a wide receiver, now steps into the backfield as the quarterback to take the snap. On 3rd and 16, he'll keep it right up the middle, and he's hit and stacked at the 29-yard line and driven backwards by this Eagle defense. Andrew Urban, Turbeville, Seth Warren, Luke Butch, number 95 even in there. That's Jace Hester on the tackle. So only a gain of 2 there. And a big 4th down here for the Titans as they're at the 29 of Georgetown and got to get all the way down to the 14-yard line for a first down. Well, the play call in. The Titans taking their time. 10 minutes left here in the ball game. 54-7. Georgetown leads it.
They got to go to get this off for the play clock.
5 seconds left on the play clock.
He doesn't see it.
Yeah, he doesn't see it.
Neither do the referees.
So they get the snap off about 10 seconds after it strikes 0. Jefferson keeps it, gets up to about the 26-yard line, and he is hit and taken down there by Seth Warren. Chance Kelly there to help clean it up. But that'll be a turnover on downs. And Georgetown will take back over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
There was either a Victoria East glove on the ground or it was a Canadian Football League penalty flag.
But Seth Warren now has a souvenir.
I saw him pick it up.
Yeah.
With no intent of returning, it seemed like.
No.
We got number 3 at quarterback now.
Maddox Borden, the junior, the lefty in at quarterback for the Eagles. He has 2 receivers right, none left, 2 running backs in the backfield. Borden will hand it off. Coming right side was Luke Livingston with the carry. He'll get a gain of 1 yard up to the 27-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Eagles.
And you saw on that one, he was sacrificing a little bit of speed to put 2 hands on the ball, pure security, not having any business with potential fumbles on any kind of hits.
I'm guessing here in the Mesquite Creek Outfitters 4th quarter that we're going to see a lot of running.
Elijah Callaghan, and now a flag comes in. Not sure what it was.
It was their delay of game from the previous
They just got to it.
Yeah.
Illegal substitution.
Can't hear the referee microphone. on that. Illegal substitution called on Georgetown. That'll back them up to the 22-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd and 14 now for Georgetown. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Maddox Borden with Elijah Callaghan to his left side, near side hash mark. Snap back to Borden. Hands it off to Callaghan, comes right side, comes back up the middle, drives forward. Good job there on the run by Callaghan to get up to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 11 now for the Eagles.
And you see good defensive play there because they've got him wrapped up. Number 25 trying to strip the ball out, get another turnover in there. That's what you want.
Now 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Callaghan to the left of Borden in the backfield, near side hash mark from the 25-yard line. Back to Borden. He looks to pass. The lefty slings it across the middle. No one there, and it falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th and 11 now for the Eagles with 8:23 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Receiver kind of got tied up with some defenders. Borden was expecting him to be open between those hashes, and it just wasn't there because he wasn't held by, or I think he actually ran into the back of one of the defenders.
And now back to punt will go Braylon Westfall. Alex Wilson, the deep snapper.
First true punt of the night. Had a pooch kick earlier.
1 kick earlier from Westfall back in the 2nd quarter.
Right. That's right.
Only the 2nd time of the night for Westfall. He gets the snap. He'll get the punt away. Shanked off the right side of his foot. And the Titans will have great field position here inside the 45 of Georgetown. They're going to stop right inside the 45, about the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans in Georgetown territory. So the offense for Georgetown there stalled out. Not much going on. Sitting here up by 47 with 8 minutes left in the ball game. But a game that you enjoy seeing some good things out of this team, some things to work on, but now starting to see some players get some snaps that you never know what's going to be like in the first couple of games of the season.
And those are invaluable in a game like this, to get some guys who wouldn't normally get to play some playing time just in case.
Jaheim Dowd, the quarterback, has come out. Cooper Werchet on the far side, and now Jihad Abdenur on the near side at the cornerback position. Caleb Jefferson, the quarterback, in for the Titans. Snap back, he'll hand it off to Brown right up the middle, and he'll break a tackle but not go far as he's dropped after a gain of 1 up to the 43-yard line. First contact made there was by Caden Hogue, the senior linebacker, to slow down Brown, and then he spun away and got hit again. Now Brown kind of running off gingerly there on the far side, maybe with the shoulder, kind of rotating that arm, Kelly. And so they'll have the backup running back come in.
And there you saw another example of the Georgetown defense going for a big hit. It was Cole Mitchell there, try to lower the boomstick on number 26 Brown, and he bounced right off it. So that's another example of them trying to get these big hits, not wrapping up, not using discipline, and the Victoria East players are bouncing off them, continuing to extend these drives, these plays.
When that handoff first happened, I thought he was going to have a good gain, but it closed up quickly.
Snap back to Jefferson. He'll hand it off to Barnes right up the middle. A little bit of speed out of Barnes, breaks a tackle, but then bottled up and dropped at the 32-yard line. That's enough for a Titan first down there. Good hard running by the backup running back, Jeremy Barnes, the junior. The good size, a lot like Rashawn Brown, Kelly, but a lot of speed out of him as soon as he touches the ball.
Yeah, and you saw the determination at the end of that run. That was I don't think so, ending to that run.
Jefferson, the wide receiver, now at quarterback after the quarterback Helms was injured in the last series. Gets the play call. Barnes to his left, 1 receiver left, 1 right. 1st and 10 for the 32 of Georgetown. Back to Jefferson, handed off to Barnes, right side, finds a hole, shoots up past the 25, and finally dragged down at about the 24-yard line. That'll bring up a short 2nd and 2 now for the Titans.
Took a quick glance over at that far sideline through the binoculars, and I saw Helm sitting over there, and he's laughing. Nobody attended to him. He's got a smile on his face, so he's going to be okay. I would imagine. No. He's still on the bench.
Is that not number 9 right there?
Oh, there
he is.
He just came back out.
So Carlin Helms back at the quarterback position as Caleb Jefferson now leaves the field. But Barnes in at running back still after Rashawn Brown left after a couple of plays. Helms will fake the handoff. A quick pass to the outside, caught by number 80 and stacked up quickly. Jihad Abdador, but he breaks the tackle. Good job by Jordan Bryant, the junior wide receiver. With the catch, a broken tackle, it picks up another Titan first down.
Good job, good execution. Still got their focus in there and get the first down, keep this drive alive with 5:34, 33.
That's one thing. The Titans offense not quick at the snap. They take their time getting the play in and use their play clock. And now with 10 seconds, they break the huddle, approach the line. Helms with Barnes to his left, one receiver left, one right. Handed off, Barnes right up the middle, follows the blocker up forward, past the 10, the 5, and into the touchdown. Nope, he's going to be ruled down right at the 1. I thought he rolled over the top of the defender into the end zone, but he'll be ruled down at the 1. It'll be first and goal for the Titans.
I think that was basically a missed call unless his knee hit. But from our angle, and the referee had a much better angle, but from our angle, it looked like he did roll off of the defender.
Now first and goal for the Titans, 4:44 left here in the ball game.
There's our buddy Frank Miranda checking in chats. Frankie, good to hear from you, pal.
Helms with Barnes to his left. The near side hash mark, snap back. There's a false start on the left side of the line for the Titans. Number 63, Mason Mendoza, moved a little early.
As soon as he moved, I looked over at the Titans sideline, and I saw it's got to be the offensive line coach. Threw a hat, started jumping up and down. Still coaching.
First and goal now from the 6-yard line after that false start on the Titans. And those are the kind of penalties in week 1 that will be thoroughly discussed by either team. Penalties, costly penalties that are avoidable. Those are self-inflicted wounds. And right there, you have a first and goal, want to punch it right in, and now it's a 5-yard penalty. First and goal from the 6.
Dead ball penalties are a killer.
Barnes gets the handoff to the right side. Hit and stuck, dropped inside the 5, down to the 3. Cole Mitchell on the initial stick there for the Eagles. And that'll bring up second and goal from the 3 now.
And already, Cole Mitchell again earlier in this drive came in a big hit, let the guy loose that time, a lot more discipline, hit him around the hips, got him down clean tackle. Coach is going to love that, but you're already seeing probably a mental note himself. Okay, I went after the big hit, didn't get him down. Next time, I'm focusing on the traditional, easy method, wrap up, secure tackle.
Yeah, that tackle looked like a tackling drill against a tackling dummy in practice. Just textbook.
So second and goal from the 3. Helms in the backfield. Now Barnes to his right side. Snap back, handed to Barnes. Right up the middle, hit. Push at the line and see if they get him in. Nope, they're going to stop him short. Just outside the goal line. It'll bring up third and goal. Good job by the defense. Someone got a hold of him and the defense responded. The silver helmets flew to the ball and they kept Barnes out of the end zone. And now here comes the third down siren.
A lot of pounds per square inch in that mass of humanity down there trying to push into that end zone.
The stands start to shake again here at Birkelbach Field. Third and goal from the 1.
Our producer likes that.
2:35 remaining in the ball game. Helms. And Barnes to his left side. Snap back to Helms. He'll hand it off. Barnes plows into the end zone. Touchdown, Victoria East. 2:21 remaining here in the ball game.
Big number 73 is going to have a pancake breakfast because he just flattened it in.
So it's 54-13, 2:21 remaining. The Titans will attempt the extra point. Big number 77, Jonathan Rivera, the senior offensive lineman, serving breakfast. Snap back, the extra point is up from Aguirre, and it is good. And with 2:21 left here in the ball game, the lead cut back to 40, 54-14. Georgetown leads it over Victoria East. Quick timeout. War Eagle football in a moment.
Hey Georgetown, there's a new place to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's on the beautiful square in downtown. It's Goldberger Diner. When you walk into this 50s style diner, you're greeted with a smile, greeted like your family. Sit at the counter, a table, or a booth and get ready for an old-fashioned dining experience like no other in Georgetown. Enjoy tasty breakfast or come later for a burger, chicken fried steak, or even the Southern classic liver and onions. There's so much to choose from. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown.
Back here live, Birkelbach Field. The Titans will kick it away to your Eagles with 2:21 left in the ball game. Back deep, Max Muniz and Braylon Westfall for the Eagles. Set to kick off for the Titans is Jaden Aguirre, number 28. He'll line up. The Eagles prepared for the possible onside kick. Aguirre the approach and the pooch kick to the far side. Fair catch signal for it, taken at about the 24-yard line there by Seth Warren.
He wanted to run that ball.
So, yeah, the Eagles will start first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I think you got a new offensive line coming in.
And it's always important to get these second units a lot of reps, as many reps as you can afford
Number
to without
9.
sacrificing the starters, because at any point any one of those starters could go down with an injury, and you always want to have these second, third units ready to go and experienced.
J.D. Lindstetter in at quarterback for the Eagles now. Callaghan off to his left in the shotgun at the far side hash mark. Lindstetter's first pass out to the outside, caught, cutting back and taking a shot there on the outside. But holding on to it, enough for a Georgetown borrow from Morrow first down is number 14, Carson Mouty. Good job there by Carson to hold on with that big hit.
Watching JD warm up, he's got a heck of an arm, so expect some bullets.
Caleb Reyna wide right, Mouty wide left. Handed off, Callaghan right side, cuts back up the middle, up past the 40. That'll be a gain of 6 for Elijah Callaghan. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4 for Georgetown. 1:45 on the clock as it continues to run here in the ball game.
Nice little run by the young man there. Quick moves, find a little open gap.
They put in another new QB.
Now a quarterback, Grayson Cooper, the senior, comes in, number 18. Snap back to Cooper. He'll hand it off. Callaghan to the right side, cuts back outside the 40 to about the 42-yard line, make it the 43. That'll be about a yard short. They're marking at the 44-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd and 1 now for Georgetown. 1:15 on the clock as it continues to run. Georgetown will move to 1-0 on the season with a big win here over the Victoria East Titans. Get ready for the trip up the road on I-35 to Belton to take on the Belton Tigers next Friday. We'll have the call live here on the SHN Sports Network. Your first responder broadcast team will be ready to rock and roll as the Eagles take on the Tigers. Snap back to Cooper. He'll hand it off, Callaghan right side. He'll get up past the 45-yard line to about the 47, enough for a Georgetown borrow from Morrow first down. And now here comes in another quarterback, senior Joe Strittmatter, number 4, comes in. 35 seconds remaining. Georgetown will get to run one more play here on the 1st and 10 from the 47.
Watch if they hand off to Elijah again. His head is constantly on a swivel. He is constantly looking for a cutback lane.
Strittmatter in shotgun gets it, hands it off. Callaghan cuts it back right up the middle, hit at the 50-yard line, falls forward to about the 47-yard line of the Titans. And 10 seconds left in the ball game, and that will be it all for Georgetown. Quick timeout. We'll come back to wrap it up. Georgetown Eagle football continues in a moment.
Holden's first half stats in the third quarter are brought to you by Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company. Graham & Sons Land and Cattle Company is a cow-calf operation here in Central Texas, growing calves, cotton, corn, and wheat for commercial customers. Austin Graham and his team of crazy cowboys and cowgirls produce some of the best tasting meat that the first responder broadcasting team has ever eaten. Thank you, Graham & Sons, for your support of our broadcast of Georgetown football. Eagle fight never dies.
At Mesquite Creek Outfitters, located at 704 South Austin Avenue in Georgetown, Texas, we bring community together in a casual environment to share the love of gear, great drinks, and friendship. Enjoy our light menu, a beverage, and shop our great selection of men's and women's clothing and gear. Also, check out our website for MCO Grocery Company and have fresh groceries delivered directly to your doorstep. Visit the Mesquite Creek site at www.mesquitecreekoutfitters.com or stop in and say hello. MCO is a proud sponsor of this year's Georgetown Eagle football broadcast, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting.
I'm just
back here live at Birkelbach Field. Georgetown wins it 54-14 over the Victoria East Titans. And I apologize, the screen has gone black. We haven't given up yet, but they cut the cameras immediately here in the stadium. Go ahead, Dave.
Coach, you've got to be pretty impressed. 5-0 overall, the program this week. There's always some things to improve on. What did you see tonight that you liked about the varsity team?
Man, just winning's hard, and we got a big win tonight, and that's the main thing. We got a lot of stuff to work on, a lot of inconsistencies and some penalties and lack of focus stuff, but, man, we hit hard. We executed the offense really well at times, and we just got to continue to polish up, continue to get better.
It was really neat. I noticed the corners did a really good job of making it very difficult for the passing game for Victoria, and also the special teams play was pretty special tonight.
Yeah, I got a couple 2-point conversions and a couple of big plays on kickoff team, so that was awesome.
It was neat to see some of the guys that don't normally get to play get to rotate in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime we want that, we want to be able to get all our kids in, so it's great to be able to do that tonight at the first home game.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy the victory.
Thank
you,
you,
Coach. Wally?
Back up here in the booth, the Georgetown Eagles win it 54-14 here at Birkelbach Field. And what a game it was. The Aesthetic Dentistry of Georgetown post-game wrap-up. Kelly, your thoughts on the first week win?
Like Coach said, and we had talked about it before, there's a lot to work on. But, man, when you make those kind of mistakes and come out with this big of a victory, that's a good foundation to build on for the rest of the season. And I was very, very impressed with McDougal, young sophomore quarterback, and his performance tonight, as well as Jet Walker and the other running backs.
Holden, your thoughts on tonight's win?
My biggest takeaway of this is they need to be playing with an internal confidence rather than external. Not that they did so today, but you take a big win like this, you can oftentimes get inflated, think your team is a little bit better than maybe you are, and come out flat the next week. That's going to be addressed by the coaches, obviously, but coming off a big win, very impressive in all three phases of the game. You got to stay focused, stay ready for next week, and understand probably not going to get a 23-0 lead without the other teams touching the ball. Stay focused, stay ready to go.
Dave, your final thoughts on the game?
Georgetown has a lot of playmakers this year that some of them have been here in the program for a long time, but some of them have transferred in. And I think the coaches got to see game time, real-time play from some playmakers, and I think there was a lot of positives to bring from this game. It's obviously 1-0 every week, but this week, you always wonder going into the season, what's this team look like? What's the team look like? And, like Kelly said, the running back, Jet Walker, that's fun. You've got a whole stable full of quarterbacks. So I think Coach Flores is going to have a lot of fun with his offensive play and the defense. And special teams was great too. So I'm excited about the season. I think we've got a lot of fun to look forward to.
My thought, Kelly, is take advantage and grow on the good things, but focus and work on the things that Coach said. We got a lot to work on. Don't let them be negative. Let them be ways to grow to get even better. This team performed well. They did what they had to do to get the win. The special teams was special tonight. When you don't have much work in and they perform like they did, I think you've got to be happy with your kicker. Christopher Mashburn came in and did a great job of handling the kickoffs and the field goal, the extra points. Your punter, Braylon Westfall. Hopefully you have a lot of games where you only punt once or twice, maybe a pooch kick by Jet here and there. But take the good and enjoy it and grow on it in the positives. But take what you got to work on and continue to get better, because next week the Belton Tigers will be a much tougher opponent for the Eagles, especially on the road. Holding some stats to take us away.
So some final game stats. Caleb McDougal, 11 of 18, 202 yards, 5 touchdowns as a first-year starter, sophomore quarterback, first time under the lights. Could not ask for a better performance. And then Jet Walker, only 10 carries today, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. We're going to be looking forward to him every single week. So is the defense. So the offensive coordinator is going to have his work cut out for him, making sure the defense can't just key on him and take him away, continuing to get him the ball in various ways, creative ways. He was not a factor in the pass game tonight, so I would really look forward to that in the future weeks, how they can involve him through that. But shouting out Victoria East, did not give up tonight. Baron, I forget his first name, but Brown, number 26, 16 carries, 127 yards and a touchdown. Excellent fighter today. Helms, 4 of 9, 50 yards, but he was fighting every play, scrambling, taking hits, taking punishment, and continuing to push through, even leaving the field at one point and coming back in. You can see the culture. This was a first-year head coach for Victoria East. You can see the culture already starting to develop of fighting, of effort, of whatever, no matter what the scoreboard is, they did not quit, and that is probably the best takeaway they can get from this game. They have a clear culture to build around for the future.
I think one thing to look at, Kelly, to be excited about is you have a lot of weapons on this offense, and when Holden could say, You didn't even involve Jet Walker in the passing game, but he touched the ball 10 times for 180-something yards rushing. That's scary for defenses to have to prepare for when you have an Xavier Warren that can take a 3rd and 21 to the house for a touchdown, when you have a Davin Sedgwick who can block on the outside as well as go up and get the big ball. A Max Muniz is heady enough to go grab the ball off the back of his co-receiver there, and Xavier Warren, and take it into the end zone. Callaghan and Livingston running and taking the ball and running with it. You had Mylock and Herman out there blocking well at the tight end position. A lot of weapons to support McDougal, and a lot of different looks that you can give these defenses that this Eagle team's going to face.
And you saw a team, and it's exactly what you're speaking to. They played as a team tonight. Yes, they made some mistakes. They got a lot to build on, but that team foundation for the season is there, and that's exciting to see.
Dave?
Yeah, try and stop Jet Walker. We're just going to pass it. And I think that opens up everything for Georgetown, because now that you have so many running backs that are extremely talented, try and stop the run, and then we pass over your head. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Wednesday night, Camp Brightside. The Eagle Nation Coaches Show will be live 6 p.m. Come join us. We'll have Coach Griffin, a couple of the players, and the player trivia there at the new location. Look it up, Camp Brightside, off of Williams Drive near Ronald Reagan. Part of our sponsorship package by the guys that own the Golden Rule. Mesquite Creek Outfitters, River and Ranch Provisions,
Goldberger,
the Goldberger, and Camp Brightside. They are proud sponsors and love to be involved in the community and have a awesome setup there at Camp Brightside for the Coaches Show. Come join us live on Wednesday night. We'll have the show live at 6 p.m. as the players come back out of the locker room, headed back over to the field house. The Eagles win it 54-14. And then next Friday night, we'll be on the road. Join us live at 6:15 for the pregame. 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll be live from Tiger Stadium or Belton ISD Stadium, or Tiger and Bronco Stadium up at Belton High School, the one stadium for Belton ISD. And we'll take on the Belton Tigers in our second game of the season. Usually I end it with, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. This year I take a different spin. I want you to live like Knox. Knox was a 12-year-old. This is tough. A 12-year-old who was killed in a tragic accident, and he lived his life to be kind to others, to not let people be bullied. Every morning he was asked by his mom or grandmother, Knox, what's the goal today? And he always loved to say, be kind to everybody and make a difference. Live Like Knox Foundation exists to promote the kindness within the community and within students and within kids to be a better person, to make the world a better place. The Didalowitz family suffers at the loss of Knox, but they thrive in knowing that he touched so many lives in such a short time. We'll bring more about Knox throughout the season and honor him, because to me, to easily say it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind is so easy. But to live your life in kindness and taking care of others is what it's all about. So I challenge you to go look up the Live Like Knox Foundation and see where you can plug in, where you might be a supporter, or where it can challenge you to be a better person and to live kindness in and around your community and your circle in your life. to Knox and his family, to Caden, to Kevin, and to Kimberly. Thank you for letting us share the story of Knox this season. I challenge you all to live like Knox. Thanks for joining us tonight. First Responder Broadcasting proudly brings you Georgetown Eagle football. For Holden Tuma, for our wonderful cameraman, Jory Erickson, for my wife, Jerry Ann, our producer, to even Doppler Dave on the sideline. Kelly Duvall, it's been fun, buddy. We're back in the booth.
We're back.
Eagle football continues next week. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a good weekend, everyone. Eagle fight
never dies.